That's it.
What's the SLS?
Hello and welcome to the SLS. We are happy to have you here. I'm here with Marmaduke
I
today,
am Marmaduke.
and we're here to have a good time.
Yeah.
Good evening, Summoners. Welcome to the Swag Life Series. Swag Life Series is an amateur League of Legends division that consists of 16 teams divided in 2 divisions. We got 7 weeks of matchups where the top teams fight it out to be the champion of the Swag Life Series. Tonight, we have Division 1 continuing the action in a best of 3 between Macro Academy and a Cabbage Collective. My name is Derek, and I'm joined by my 2 co-hosts. Chase, take it away.
I'm Chase. Derek explained that. Excellent. I mean, we're all happy to be here. We're all having a good time. We want to see some action today. I'll tell you right now.
Action.
And I brought Marmaduke here with
I'm
me.
Marmaduke.
He is an expert at stats in the game. So we're going to be looking to you multiple times to go over all this stuff to see what we got going on.
Yes, I am extremely well versed in League of Legends.
That's right.
That's my qualification.
Simply, that's right.
Yeah. That's
So,
totally right.
at the Division 1 rankings, we have Cossacks and Friends still undefeated, along
Really?
with Macro Academy also still undefeated.
Wow.
That's
impressive.
That's impressive. I mean, not a lot of people out there can actually say, yeah, I'm undefeated in an amateur pro league.
Especially for, a second team, They have Macro Gaming, they have Academy. Academy so far is taken.
Right.
It's crazy.
And that's it. And they're doing a good job, I think.
They are.
I think so. I mean, look
KDA
at that KDA from
wow.
Cossacks and Friends.
11.5.
Look at that. That's a lot.
That almost looks like a typo.
That almost looks like all of them added up together.
Wow. That's not even a typo.
No, that's not.
Wow.
Which is amazing. I think so.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Yes.
lots of good play last week. We saw huge matches, a couple stomps, couple close games. Something about these 3-game series. It's amazing to see even for amateur teams. And the progression of the story that can be told.
Yeah, that's pretty it. That's pretty much
That is
summed it all.
Oh yeah.
Summed it all up.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, you look at this, we got 2 of the most dominant players in the mid lane right now. Some would argue in the entire game of League of Legends history.
In general, yeah.
Yep.
Faker who?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Blobfish.
Blobfish.
Next.
I mean, look at that stats.
Look at that man.
Look at that stats.
First off, can we talk about his beard real quick?
That's pretty nice.
That's
actually.
a nice beard.
I wish I could grow something like that. That would actually be pretty fantastic.
That would be wow. I would say wow. That is a nice
you
beard.
get people stopping you on the streets, say, "Can I touch it?" All this stuff, and you'd say, "Yeah,
Great.
absolutely." That's
Anyway,
what I grow it for.
his kills, his deaths. Wow. That's a pretty good KDA.
That is pretty good.
Look at
that is a pretty good KDA. I mean, I take that.
Oh yeah. That is a yeah. I would also take that.
So, Derek, we're gonna have this matchup here between Techa and Blobfish. What do you think is gonna happen in this mid lane?
It's a good question. It's going to be 2 competitors coming head to head. I don't know too much about these players, so we're going to have to hear from themselves, I think. Do you guys know about them?
I know that Blobfish, and this isn't coming from just him, but people talk, and they say that he is the best, most dominant mid laner in the SLS. This isn't just coming from just me.
Not just the SLS either.
Well, some would say that, but a lot of people talk. I mean, you go into the chats, you go into league forums, they're talking Blobfish, Blobfish, and I say, you know what, you're right.
They say he's everywhere. Would you believe it?
Yeah.
They say he is literally, he is everywhere.
That's true. One of the guys in the comment section said he's the LeBron James of the SLS.
He is. Is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's impressive. Not too many people can say that.
This guy's a superstar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm expecting big things out of him tonight. I really am. I mean, if he makes me look stupid on live TV,
wow, broadcast network,
I will never ever be able to come up here again.
We'll miss you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So that's your prediction then?
Oh yeah.
That's official prediction.
That's official.
Blob on top. Can we get hashtag blob on top?
What team is Blub? What team is Blub on?
Well,
he's
Blub
on,
is on Cabbage.
Yeah.
He's repping, Cabbage Collective. Yeah.
So Cabbage Collective going to be carried by their mid laner. You heard it first tonight.
Yep.
Yes,
An
that's
event
it.
of 3, all 2 games. You're saying back-to-back wins. Blob just hard carried.
You know,
I don't know about back-to-back
some people toy with their food.
I think
So, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Even LeBron's lost the game on the Lakers. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But that doesn't
Won it.
take away from the fact that he's still number 1.
I like it.
That's it. So,
And who's on the other side of mid?
Tetra.
Tetra.
Also pretty fantastic.
He's a pretty great player.
Also, I mean, right up there kills, right up there and
Right up
everything.
there.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
getting a little more average goal per minute. You
Little
know,
bit
that
more.
could be from
Yeah.
just good
He's
CSing
playing his lane a little bit more.
capabilities, but that's it. So,
Also, join us after for an interview with Blobby.
oh,
Look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
We're going to get to hear from him live and direct.
Oh,
Here he is
look
now.
at that.
Oh, he's here.
Hello.
Wow.
It's Blobby.
Hey.
Hey, Blob,
What's good?
up?
Yo,
We've been
how are you
hearing we've been hearing amazing things about you.
Yeah. I mean, I'll show it in this game, so.
see, there it is. That's what we like.
What are you expecting to get out of this game today, here, right now?
Just a quick 2-0, honestly. We let one game slip last week, but it's just going to be a sweep from here on. We won't drop another game.
You won't drop another game. All right, I'm holding you to that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
That's some confidence.
that is some confidence. So, how do you do it? Do you pick these super aggressive mid lane champions and just wipe the mid lane, or are you playing to control the whole map?
It's a mix of both, depending on what we're doing. Like, we'll formulate a draft and see where it goes. Either I'm a dominant mid laner or I'm a team mid laner, which is some other teams won't have. Like, people play for themselves, but it's about the whole team. So
Right, unless you pick Cassidon, then it's
Unle-
about you and
then-
hitting level 16.
Uh-huh.
maybe
Yeah.
Yeah.
if that comes out or not.
Oh, that was a wink I saw.
So Blob, what are the few adjustments you're making from last week? You said you're never going to drop a game again in this series. So what are how small of that has to be as a team? You got to come together and just focus on a couple of things. Talk about that for a bit.
I feel like we just got complacent. Like, we knew what we were supposed to do, we just didn't execute, and we realized that. And then next game, like, we just came out and swept it from there on. So we just know we made a few mistakes and corrected it there and then.
Yeah, you
We
guys
should be
definitely
good
made a
from now on.
handful, less than a handful of mistakes. I'll say that it was very convincing all your games. One other question: do you have a formula you follow for drafts, or do you guys kind of put your brains together? What's the plan for that?
I mean, we have a few formulas, not to leak anything. We have a few, and we also see how it flows as well. You can't exactly get the full team that you want each match, but yeah, we got some tricks, so we should be fine.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
Spoken
Yeah.
like a true gentleman right
Yeah.
there.
I know he said one more question, but I do have one more. This is fan service. How do you feel about the nickname Blobalicious? How do you feel about that?
Bloodlicious. I mean, if people want to call it, they can call me what they want. I'm down with it.
That's it.
That's it.
I like that. I like that. So we're gonna see the record. No one is ever gonna do it, but 15 kills in one game. You think that's possible?
It's definitely possible. It depends if they surrender beforehand or not.
Oh, snap! Dang,
Hey, Blob.
that's it.
I'm not
And-
saying it has to be from me, but
right, but it's still you're bringing the heat.
Yeah.
I
it'll
don't
be
know if
from our team.
I don't know if Macro is going to be able to keep up with this. I mean, this is going to be a lot of energy thrown at him.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're the underling team of the team that we just beat, so
That's true.
That is. Yeah.
Or maybe it's the other way around and they tricked you this whole time.
Maybe.
we'll find out. But
Yeah, we'll find out.
I'm still pretty
Blobfish,
confident. So
Blobfish gonna take whatever names the fans want tonight, and we're gonna see it. One last question before you go.
Yes, sir.
When you start in the mid lane, how fast do you kind of get a gauge on how much you have to respect your opponent in the game? Can you really tell like the skill level of your mid laner, and like what do you think about?
I'd say probably first few waves. Honestly, you can tell by how they position or if they're like looking to trade or just farm. It's about rotations really, and seeing if they rotate or not. Be able to gauge that just from how they manage waves. So
Awesome. Looking forward to seeing you in the mid lane tonight.
Yeah, very different
Sure.
than my mindset. Mine's normally just go at them level 1 or 2, and if I died,
Yeah.
it's the jungle's
I don't even need
that
a
ain't
build.
mine. Yeah,
I have faith in my jungler. I can't blame him.
there you go. Yeah, that
good.
works too. But no, we appreciate having you on. I'm excited to
Yes.
see you play. And if the first kill you get, I want you to dedicate that one to me.
And then the second
Sign
up a
one
moat.
through the 15th.
I'll get you. I'll get you that, and I'll do an emote. How's that?
Oh, that would be
That'd
beautiful.
be insane.
I like that. That's
yeah.
amazing right there. But thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
So we'll see you in
Thank
there.
you. Yep. I'll see you
Come
there.
on.
All right. So that was Blobfish.
That was Blobfish.
a very humble man.
Super.
And he knows what he's capable of.
Oh, yeah.
He knows it. He knows.
He gives a lot of credit to his jungler.
He does.
And he doesn't like to take it himself, which is a good trait.
Yeah,
So,
he's a team player,
Yep.
and I like that. He does what the team needs, but he also has that aggressive side of him where if he needs to lead this game, he's doing
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he does seem like a smart dude, team player. Those scare me the most, to be honest. Like, you can take care of those selfish guys who, you know, tend to overextend or try to do too much. But when you get someone that's skilled and only plays their role, you know, that's really where you can do a lot of damage.
He's hard
Yeah.
to beat for sure. Yeah.
That is true. I mean, you're right. The selfish players, they're the ones that are normally like, 13-2, and then somehow all of a sudden they're 14-9, and their team's losing, and then they blame everybody. Yeah. So we're ready. We're
Exactly.
ready.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no. I mean, it's gonna be an exciting week, this thing. I mean, next week we also got a pretty good matchup on there as well. So the fun doesn't end until it's Saturday. That's what they say.
And then does the fun end there?
No, because then you get
Because it's Saturday.
private fun,
Come on.
and then you can always rewatch the VODs. So actually, you're right. The fun never ends.
It's constant fun.
That's it. What about you, Derek? What have you been up to this week?
Oh man, I'm excited for the Elden Ring release.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've been streaming full time, so I've been like grinding solo queue, been playing lots of Diana jungle, loving it. We didn't really talk to Blub about his champion pool too much, but do you remember what he was playing last week?
No.
I don't remember. If we can pull it up,
Yeah,
that'd be
I don't
awesome. Or
remember
if we can
either.
get some
Yeah.
info. But you joked about Kassadin. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Ty, what do you
got
think? What do you expect to see in this meta, like for mid laners? He talked about some champions being like more team oriented and some being more solo dominant. What do you think? What do you think is gonna happen?
Well, I think that most characters, all characters are viable, in this game. So it's not a horribly unbalanced game, for sure. Even in the mid lane, right? There are some polarizing characters for sure, but I think that
Akshan.
yeah. Not to name names, I don't know, but there are some polarizing people, but there are some champs that can hold them down. It's definitely a skill-based game. It's not you pick the character and you win. So I'm looking forward to watching this game, same as you guys are. So yeah, I'm ready for this game to happen.
Spoken like a true politician. I like that.
Yeah.
And
Look at
that's it. I mean, it is true. I mean, there's some champions you can get away with, like just pick Tom Kench, and it's pretty hard to lose a game. I feel like you could just make your way through life that way.
A little bit. Yeah.
But I'm also excited for the Elden Ring. I pre-ordered it last night, pre-downloaded it, so it's gonna be exciting. Dark Souls, one of my favorite games of all time. I
Love that
mean,
game. It's hard though.
it's hard, but that's all I did was play that game in early high school. Get home, play it, just nonstop. It was a good time. Just invade the forest as much as you can,
and then kill all the things.
and that's
That's
it.
the goal.
Just stack up, just stack it all up. I loved it, so I'm excited for Elden Ring. I think it's gonna be great. The lowest a review has ever gotten for the Dark Souls series or the saga, whatever you want to call it, is a 9. That's the lowest ever.
What?
So they do a good job with these games.
Dang.
That's why they
That's
keep
crazy.
making them. Yeah,
Almost as good as, Blob's Jace, and Oriana, Twisted Fate.
that's true.
Which, those are characters he's a fan of. I think in the chat they're saying last game he played Jace, which
Yeah.
sounds about right to me.
Yeah,
I have
it
no
does
problem
sound.
with that. But oh yeah,
Oh yeah, Jace is a.
it's a character.
It's crazy how much damage that guy does.
Sometimes.
It's insane how much damage that guy does.
Mhm.
I don't get it. I mean, like level 2, you're getting one shot if
One
he goes
shot.
on you.
One
That's it.
shot. Oh,
It's
yeah.
done.
Yeah,
It's
auto attack,
ridiculous.
yeah.
I don't understand it, but that's how it works. That's how the world works.
Derek, I have a question for you. How do you keep your
Hey.
beard so luscious? How do you do that?
You gotta trim it by hand. You gotta get some oil, all natural oils. Make sure your hygiene's good. Make sure you drink a lot of water. I got a Camelback on the back of my gaming chair right here, so I'm never thirsty. Got tea.
If you ever need, you don't need to pick up the glass. You don't need to be, because then you spill it all over your keyboard and then
no
you're
spills,
gone.
no mistakes.
Do you
It's like relatively infinite water, like for your whole day.
when you're playing,
Yeah.
do you stick it in your mouth and just not? Do you keep it there forever?
No,
Regular?
bro, no
No,
way. I
okay.
turn around and take a sip. Yeah,
Oh,
like when I'm in my recall animation or walking back to lane or something.
that's smart.
Okay.
That's smart. Now, let me ask the real question.
Mhm.
How often does that water, how long does that water stay in there for?
Oh.
I mean, at the end of the day, I rinse it out, refill it, and put it in the fridge while I sleep, and then
Oh,
in the morning, I have ice cold water for the whole day, and then I
That's
just put
pretty
it down
cool.
here.
That is.
Yeah.
that's kind of
Yeah.
nice. I thought you were going to say, no, I just leave it
No,
there until
no,
it
years,
runs
bro.
out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this thing's been there for 10 years, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be good. That would be good. What
Yeah.
you actually should be doing is like going to the supermarket, buying bottled water, and then pouring it into the Camel pack.
There
That
you
would
go.
be 200 IQ right there.
200.
Yeah.
Is that
All right, Chase. Though, Chase, sorry. Oh, sorry to interrupt there, Ty. I have a question though about Dark Souls before we move on, because I'm a lifelong gamer, and I probably have less than 10 hours on like all the Dark Souls like series combined. So what's like the best tip to give someone like just kind of getting into it? Because this is really gonna be my first Dark Souls like immersion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's
Oh,
supposed to
yeah.
be amazing, so I'm excited. And I'm a huge gamer.
That's
So
true.
I know what to expect, and I know how to have fun with games, and I'm happy that it's challenging. But I want to hear what you have to say about the series.
Well, the Dark Souls before, I know Elden Ring's a little bit different, and they're adding like horses and all that stuff in there, which I think is pretty cool. So I don't know exactly how it's gonna roll down, but Dark Souls before, most important thing was roll. Roll.
All the time.
That's it. That's all you gotta
That's how you
do.
beat the boss?
Get like 2 attacks out and just start rolling until you run out of stamina, and then do it all again. It was too much fun. I mean, once you start to really play the game, you start just understanding the attack pattern of everything. I'd say if you can get to that point, that's the most important thing, because if you can run around the whole game with a shield and just parry everybody or just kill them and they could never touch you, that's how people can beat those games without ever taking a single point of damage.
Do you think that it's possible for someone who hasn't really played Dark Souls but has a lot of experience gaming, or do you really need that pattern recognition?
Now,
for those bosses?
they said Elden Ring is not going to be as difficult as the previous ones. That's what they said. Because it's going to be more of an open world. They want to get a ton of people in here. I mean, everybody already knows the Dark Souls. They like it for the difficulty and stuff. And I'm sure it's still going to be as difficult, as that's what we all love. We love the Dark Souls like that. But I mean, it's a good time. The bosses are always fantastic. They do an incredible job of those things. You walk into you go past the white cloud, and then you
music.
go, "Are you serious? I gotta fight that guy."
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you're doing pretty good, and he does 3/4 of your health and kills you, and you gotta reset. Yeah, so
Better hope you quick save.
you can't. You just if anytime you die, you go back to your bonfire, and you gotta go pick your stuff back up. So make sure you always pick your stuff back up, otherwise you will lose everything. You'll lose all your souls, and you cannot. It's gonna take. Sometimes that's frustrating. We've all been there. So take your
I've
time.
never been there, but good tip.
Yeah, yeah. So if you
You
die
will be
in
there.
one place, take your time, figure out what went wrong, and do it right so you can get your souls back, so you don't lose everything. So that's
Okay.
it. But
Awesome.
I mean,
Thank you, Chase, for the epic tip.
You're welcome. It's trial and error. You're going to die, so don't be like, man, this sucks. Just be like, I'm gonna beat this at some point.
Yeah, keep learning, keep having fun.
Oh yeah, it's a good time.
All right, back to League of Legends. Thank you for that epic gaming tip. I'm excited to get into it.
Of course.
So yeah, we got sent the info for Blobfish. So he's playing Twisted Fate. He's playing Orianna. He's playing Jace. Highly adaptable. Like he said, some of those are team fight oriented. Some of them are a bit more selfish, but all strong. We're looking, I guess, for some counter picks or some good team comps from them.
It's true. It's true. And we actually have someone from Macro Gaming right now who is going to give us a nice little interview. So we'll be able to see if they're going to be able to stop Blobfish. If it's even possible. We're about to find out.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay, so no video for this one. Micah?
However.
Readings. So we actually have readings.
He's here.
Macro.
He has no video.
He is here.
Look at that.
With the man.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Wow.
You know, I'm feeling good. I don't know about all this big blob fish talk that's, being thrown around here.
Wow.
But my man Tetra is a solid mid laner, the best mid laner I know.
I don't know if this is classified information or not. Are you going to go for a counter pick or are you just going to play your game the way you normally would?
Honestly, I don't even think Tetra would need a counter pick.
Oh my goodness.
Fired. We'll see, man. We'll see.
Wow, is that even legal to say?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Blobfish, the heavy hitter in the world.
We're going to have ourselves a match right here. What do you think, Derry? You think this is going to be the hottest thing in the last 50 years to happen?
It's going to be pretty hot. We saw in the stats Tetra with higher income gold per minute than Blob. So we're maybe going to see two different styles come clashing together. It's going to be a heat one, though, that's for sure. Who's joining us right here? Is it Micah? Is that?
Readings, the jungler.
Readings. So tell me about your team a bit. Are you guys the Cabbage Collective, right?
No, we are Macro Academy.
Oh, Macro Gaming. So how long have you guys been together?
Probably like a month. We've been practicing, getting ready.
Nice. And how are you guys feeling about the matchup tonight?
We're feeling good. We studied the last match that they played, and we're feeling good going into this. I think we have a good game plan.
So you're doing VOD reviews and doing some research and scouting?
Every week.
Damn, every week. Dedicated. Macro Academy.
That's nice.
Looking forward to seeing it.
I really am. Now, there's a couple junglers out there where you play them, it's impossible to lose. Are we going to be seeing a Moo jungle from you?
Is that you?
Definitely not a Moo jungle.
What? Are you kidding me?
Bro.
Not the Amumu.
No way.
Wow.
What are some of your top picks right now?
In solo queue, I'm an assassin player, just because I like to carry those solo queue games. But on Macro Academy, I'm more of a support jungler playing tanks and engagers.
Nice.
So we're going to see some Jarvan from you tonight?
Maybe. We might.
How about Diana?
I do like some Diana.
Yeah, I'm calling Zach or Sejuani that we're going to be seeing. Those are my guesses right here.
Those are also not bad guesses, I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like we're on the right track, on the same page.
That's it. So I like it. Assassin jungler. I mean, that really is the way to go. I'm the same way. If I'm ever in the jungle, I'm pretty much just playing Kayn or Rengar for the most part.
Rengar's a good pick. That's my pick.
Yeah, so that's it. I mean, do you follow the same suit in solo queue?
I'm looking at Kha'Zix, Talon, a little Diana, a lot of those. Not really Rengar, though he got buffed. He did get buffed.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I'll go Dustblade. So, but yeah, he's great. I love that little guy.
Yeah. Rengar, famous for being tiny.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's what they call him. So, I mean, we're excited to see you play. I know the big thing that we're going to be seeing tonight is that Scuttle Crab fight. I'm excited for it. I mean,
the 1v1.
I've lost sleep over it, thinking that it's going to go not your way. What do you predict?
I think it's going to always go our way. I think my whole team really works well around me, and we have really good communication. And we're really good at invading the enemy jungle together and being really strong.
Right.
Yeah, which is huge. I mean, once that happens, you get in the mindset, and they do not like that.
No,
they
you want to keep each other out of the zone.
There's nothing worse as a jungler than when like 3 people invade your jungle, and you just have to sit there, and then we all do it. We try to just smite the buff and die every single. But sometimes you do get the buff, so it's worth it. That death is worth it.
And then your mental is shattered.
Yes, absolutely.
You're out of the zone after
They
that.
start blaming like mid lane, jungle, or
just
top lane, whatever it is.
Flinging accusations.
Yeah, just be
someone
like,
halfway across the map. It's their fault.
Yes, absolutely. Be like, oh, your top can rotate and mine can't. You're garbage.
Yeah.
That's it.
Horrible.
But that's it. I think we're ready to go in the champ select and see how this play out. I mean, we're hearing stuff from both sides. Both sides are guaranteeing a win.
Both sides are super confident.
I'm ready to see what actually happened.
Oh yeah. I'm loving the confidence so far. I'm hoping, I'm hoping they can pull through with it.
That's it. Me too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Readings, for that. I appreciate it.
Of course, 2-0 sweep. Here we go, baby.
Sweet. Both teams.
Nice.
Really confident. Love it.
So, Derek, you heard both sides. Who sounds more confident?
That's a good question. I think the Cabbage Collective sounds a bit more confident, but sometimes overconfidence is not a good thing. We're heading into pick and ban right now where you see a Trundle ban. That could hint that they might go for a tankier comp.
It's true.
Yeah, you never know if they're giving away their comp or they're targeting them because people play them over there, or they simply just don't like that champion. It's not a good time going up against a Trundle. I mean, we've seen it the first week of this thing where he was just eating people, and you can't do too much to that.
No.
Yeah, both teams doing VOD reviews, seeing the matchups from last week. There was a couple Trundle stomps, so I'm not surprised to see that ban. Victor, another great ban. He's such a safe champion, amazing team fighter. Really wins against most champions in lane. Really good for Pio.
Every champion in the game he beats, so that's a
Just
good
about.
ban. I will applaud that any day of the week.
Great ban.
Zeri, another amazing ban. Some perma-banned in my games, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's funny. The only champion I used to ban before Zeri was Victor, so now I have to ban Zeri every single game. And
hope someone else bans Victor.
Yeah, I just type in the chat, please ban Victor. So
when will we get a sixth ban?
I don't know. That would be nice, right? They should just give me all 5 bans like how it used to be, and I can pick all the right.
I think we should just pick the most entertaining people
Yeah,
and ban only them.
that'd be great.
Only the most entertaining champions to watch.
Yeah.
So we got a Yone ban by the Cabbage Collective. Macro Gaming opting for no ban on the first round. Is that correct? And then a Fiora ban after the Zeri?
Right.
That is.
Good.
I mean, when you got the confidence that you do,
You don't.
what
need
does
to
it
ban.
matter? You know what I'm saying?
You know.
That's
That
it.
is a lot of confidence.
And a big Jinx pick right off the bat.
Huge Jinx pick.
I mean, Jinx is a hyper carry. You start rolling on her, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, Samira, it's the exact same situation.
Yep.
Oh,
Early game.
look at that! Look at that little Rengar right there. That's nice.
It's not a lot though. We'll see.
That's nice. I'll tell you what, Rengar was the best to play years ago. I mean, this man's ult, his ult sucks now. It's the damage is nothing compared to what it used to be. It used to automatically crit. So all these videos you ever see online of like people getting one shot in 0.00 seconds, that was the Rengar where his ult critically striked on the first hit. That the Q was an automatic crit and they were gone.
Game over.
It was beautiful, but huge picks coming out of here: the Xin Zhao, the Lulu, and the Volley Bear. So
Does not go with the Rengar.
no,
Unsurprisingly, but you know.
we knew it. That was a fan service right there.
It was. Yep.
And Leona,
Leona.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, a lot of unsurprising picks. Very strong. Rengar being switched to Volibear. Responded with Xin Zhao. Both can go toe to toe. Definitely not a mixed matchup in the jungle.
No.
Supports also maybe looking a bit scary for Jinx early on.
A little bit.
Yeah.
We got an Urgot ban.
Look out.
Yeah, I think Leona can do some damage over here. I mean, she goes aggressive on that. Sometimes it's hard with the Lulu. I mean, people don't realize how much poke and damage Lulu actually does. I think You don't see it until you go, what the heck is going on? Like, why do I have half my health at level 1?
Just gone.
So it is high poke from him, but I think that level 6 fight, even though with a Lulu ultimate, I think it's going the way of Leona's side. I really do. Macro is going to take that fight.
I think so. I agree with that, yeah.
And plus with the synergy with the Volibear, he's great. He's able to move anywhere on the map.
Oh, yeah.
Great CC, great damage, great takiness. He's just an all-around fantastic champ.
I'm curious to see what goes down in the, down in the jungle, if they're going to be aggressive, in each other's jungles even.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. Twisted Fate ban goes up, prevent that, which again, it's a ban.
Yeah, mid pick saved till last. Since I was gonna have a lot of weight to carry, he's gonna have to counter gank the aggression bot and make sure that his Jinx doesn't fall too far behind, because that's gonna be their win condition if they can't get anything done against the Jinx early game. It's gonna be a bit scary for Macro Academy.
A little bit, yep.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, Irelia's big pick in here. Everybody just knows that Irelia is Irelia. That's just a fact.
Oh yeah, that is a fact.
Yes, that is. But no, I think Irelia is a pretty good pick into this comp. Vex, so that's probably going to be an Irelia top. My guess if this Vex goes through. Vex. Overall, Vex is just a good champion. I think that against Xin Zhao, it can be very effective. I mean, I just think Vex is just a good champion overall.
Oh yeah,
realistically.
I'm gonna grow real quick. Nothing suspicious going on here. No.
What are you guys drinking there tonight? I'm jealous.
Oh, Mountain Dew. Yeah, we always got our Mountain Dew on standby right here.
On standby.
It's just
because Mountain Dew's green. Because Mountain Dew's green, you got the green screen Swag Life series do, it looks like.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Well, we're open to it. We're open to the sponsor, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, Mountain Dew. If you're out there, you do this.
If you exist,
we love this stuff.
If you exist, Mountain Dew.
I feed my dog it every day.
So Vex, a very safe pick in the mid lane. Good support mid. Really snowbally champ as well. Ari, another amazing mid, just got buffed and reworked. She is another really good pick. So it looks like a really good. Both drafts are amazing. Both have a really good team comp.
It does.
What's your prediction there, Chase?
Prediction of what we got going on. I mean, from the draft in here, I think Gwen can be a problem for Macro Academy. I really do.
I think so.
It's one of those champions where if you get that 1-2 kill snowball in there, you become a serious problem between just your Q and your ultimate. I don't think.
Do you know what the matchup is like Aurelia for her top lane?
Realistically, I mean, I think that comes down to almost like a skilled type matchup at that point. I mean, Gwen can do a ton of on hit. Irelia does a ton of on hit. I mean, she's got her double dash in here, but Gwen plays it right. It's possible to stop the E and the ult. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what we got in there. But outside of that, I might have to lean towards. I have to lean towards Cabbage this game.
Really?
It's gonna win it. Yeah.
I was hoping to have opposite opinions of you, but yeah.
You're thinking Cabbage too.
I'm also. I think the blob. The blob is gonna.
That's it.
He's gonna blow.
That's it. That's all you gotta do.
He's gonna be great.
What about you, Derek? What are you thinking here? What do you see?
I'm gonna go against you guys. I'm gonna go with Macro Academy for this first game. Yeah, we got no flash on Gwen. Okay. I think the Volibear is a really strong jungler, and they just have an overall more aggressive team. I think it's a bit easier to pull off. We don't know the teams too well yet, so we got a lot of hype on both. But I'm gonna go with Macro Gaming, just for those reasons.
All right.
No, that's true. I mean, I think there's a certain point where if Xin Zhao can't do what he needs to do, he becomes very useless this game.
That's true. Yep. He does not have value that's going to be forever.
Well, his ulti is really good if he's behind.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
But I mean, that works on one person effectively, maybe two.
True.
Maybe.
Very true.
So he does have good engage. He's got an ability to smack somebody around, which is nice. But I'm leaning on the fact that we're gonna see some good plays out of Blob and
Yeah.
Gwen this game.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Oh, yeah.
Gwen's gonna be the deciding factor.
I think
That's
yeah.
just what I think.
I think Blob is gonna dominate the mid lane. Game 1, I don't think. They were acting super confident. Macro, so I don't know if that's overconfidence. I don't know if it's right. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
This is gonna be an exciting game.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, we got a prediction up there, so let's do that. This is gonna be an exciting game. Both teams have a lot of skill expression, lots of outplay potential on both sides. So we're gonna see a lot this game. It's gonna be exciting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I mean, like I said, I'm always happy to be here. This is always a good time. We always have a lot of fun. We got a lot of laughs in here. We get to see League played.
Oh yeah.
So at the end of the day, no matter what happens, you get to go to bed knowing tonight I got to play League and I got to watch League.
That's true. Yep. Everyone who is here. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That's done.
Looks like in the poll, Cabbage is winning by a percentage. Look at that.
Really?
Look at that. Look at Cabbage. Look at him up there.
Yeah, at least
Crazy.
tenfold, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cabbage.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Got a lot more channel points going towards them.
I think,
we'll see.
like I said, I think Gwen's gonna be the deciding factor of this game. That's how I see it.
Oh yeah.
I think just that was a fantastic pick at this point. You almost can't get a better pick in there, and Gwen's gonna pop off.
He's gonna pop off. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But in the meantime, how much are you climbing in solo queue, Derek?
I'm hovering right now around plat 4, 50 LP.
Nice.
Oh.
It's tough in the
like
jungle. Yeah, it's tough in the jungle.
It can be sometimes.
But I discovered
be.
Diana, and she seems to be really OP. I've been getting level 18 in 28 minutes consistently.
Level
Dang.
18.
You want to know what's rough is
28,
I was gold last season, and I went 9-1 in promos. You want to know what it placed me at?
Silver.
Silver 3.
Wow. That
Silver
is that.
3, 4 LP. And
That's-
I went 9-1.
Hey, did you know we're the same rank?
Yeah, it's
You
pretty
know
good.
that?
But
wild.
I climbed up to gold. That's no problem. I have 3 accounts. 2 of them are in gold. The last one's in promos for gold. So I'll get all them gold, then get all them platinum, and so on. That's just how it's gonna
Nice.
go. So
And
that's
how many chat bans you got under your belt?
0. I just do it.
Wow.
He
I just
Damn.
do
doesn't-
it.
He
The
doesn't need
third,
toxicity.
one of the accounts I just played by myself. That's it.
Solo queue? Yeah.
The third one, the other account is one of my friends who's too low of rank, so I couldn't even play with him. So I had to
Make a new.
I had to make a new
Wow.
account. You just buy a couple boosts so that it's like a month and a half. You're level 30, so
Yeah.
you get that, and then so I played with him on that. Got him to gold, so he's in it for the first time in his life, which is pretty good. And then
we all love solo queue,
However,
but the Swag Life series, there's nothing like competitive
Dimension.
League of Legends.
No.
So
no,
now
there's not.
there's nothing
we
like
got
it.
2 Division 1 teams coming head to head, Macro
Yeah.
Academy and Cabbage Collective.
Oh yeah.
Look at everyone's running 5-point defense, it looks like.
Yeah,
That's a
pretty
bit of space
standard
for me.
in here. They're just making sure nothing sneaky is going down. Gwen going pretty
A
aggressive
little
in here.
bit of pressing in
And
the
Gwen
top lane.
actually with the Conqueror rather than the lethal tempo that you see a lot.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an interesting fight in here. Gwen seems to be able to just take Irelia down, which is what we expected, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no summoners being thrown. Bit of a measuring contest going up already. That could be exciting top lane. We're going to be watching that all night probably.
Oh yeah, I think it's going to be an aggressive top lane. I know a lot of people talk about mid. The 2 champions that I kind of see here, I think Ari has a little more poke. At that point, I think it's going to be more of farming rather than all these kills we got going on. I think the hot commodity's top.
Oh okay.
Yeah, I agree with you, Chase. To be honest, Ari and Vex both defensive mid picks, kind of team fight support picks. Whereas top, you got both melee fighters going head to head on an island, and the junglers are going to come by to get fed. That's for sure.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
lane
I mean,
is
this is how it is. The Gwen picking and starting very aggressive level 1.
Oh yeah. super aggressive.
Like a lot of times we just see look
He's
at that.
pressing him.
Look at that. Now
He's-
with the lethal tempo, you could still be attacking them from that range.
He's
They
gonna
can't
have to
escape.
him
They
for
can't
sure.
get away from it. So you see so many people just cheese it at level 1, which is crazy. I mean, mid lane, both of them dropping to about half HP. So there is some action going on there, popping their potions already. So this might be a bloody game.
Oh yeah, yep. Mid and top already, you know, a little bit of pressing, a little bit of aggression going on there, which, you know, everyone loves to see. You know, minions on tower already, you know, so the waves are already coming through. Yeah. So top lane, I think this is gonna be an interesting game. I think mid lane, you know, is where everyone's focus is.
I agree. I agree. No, I do. I agree with you. This might be the first blood coming out here. I think it goes right over to Gwen. That was a nice little kill.
Look at that.
That was an auto attack, and either way was going to decide that. Another little skirmish going on in the jungle over here. Xin Zhao and Volibear going at it, walking away, flashing away.
Both flashes went down.
I think that would have been pretty close, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think he could have gotten away with that maybe.
And a complete blind.
Oh yeah.
Cast by Blob, missing him by just an inch. That was actually pretty impressive.
That was insane. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you know, we saw that jungle, you know, that jungle skirmish. And then we saw, you know, the scuttler 1v1 just there.
That's it. Done.
It's game over.
That is. That's how.
It's game over.
I'd call it right then and there. The prediction was correct.
Prediction.
Cabbage won.
Cabbage won.
And we're getting a little action here in the mid lane. Volibear able to catch up with him.
Really
just
doing
doing some fun little damage. That's really it. Gwen
warning him a little bit.
Almost getting another kill. This is a tough game for Irelia right here.
Oh, it definitely
Normally,
is.
you're in a safe pick with Irelia. She's that champion that can farm under tower flawlessly. She can do a lot of damage. She can get a lot of kills. She can stay into anything.
Oh, I agree with you.
And this might...
Wow,
she
that's
might go
already
down here,
a
though.
second kill. But, you know, Cabbage going down with the turn, which...
Yeah, a ton of aggression by Cabbage Collective.
Huge aggression.
Fighting in Macro's jungle, making plays mid, making plays top, constantly pressing their advantage, trying to get, you know, a bit of a gold lead. They got 300 gold lead right now, so maybe a bit too aggressive, but it's a good start for them.
There's no such thing as too aggressive.
No.
Come on.
Come on. Dive the Nexus. Come on. Do it.
That's right. You get a touchdown, it actually counts as one victory. I don't know if people read the SLS, but if you can get all 5 of your teammates onto the enemy's platform, it's an automatic win regardless of what happened.
That's crazy.
And yeah, a hot engage in here by Leona. Lulu taking some serious damage, but with Polymorph, Samira not able to pick up the kill. That could have been a nice little benefit for Macro Gaming, but Lulu stopping it.
Oh yeah, Lulu is playing really good.
That's it.
It was good, yeah.
Lulu is Lulu.
Yeah, good trade by Macro Academy.
Could not have said it better myself.
Yeah, very very good trade.
Oh, yeah.
Getting some damage in there. I mean, we're doing what we can right here, and so far, a lot of aggression from the top lane.
Oh yeah.
We knew that was gonna happen, and I'm glad that it is.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, very active junglers too. Xin Zhao already going into Macro Gaming Academy's jungle twice and getting chased out. Bit of a skirmish down now on bot lane. Leona in, Lulu auto attacking, Exhaust going out, Samir getting there, getting chased down by the Jinx. This is a scary spot.
That might be.
It was a very scary spot.
He's
I mean,
not gonna die.
the camera flashed over into there, and it actually looked like that it was Cabbage in the compromising position that Lulu was going to go down. Next thing you know, the health bars just start dropping for Macro Gaming, and Cabbage comes out on top in that interaction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Exhaust very strong there, helping to turn the tide.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate Exhaust. It's ridiculous.
Who doesn't?
It's insane. You just lose everything.
You lose.
Yeah, I've been seeing double Exhaust on the bot lane now.
Oh, well, why wouldn't you? You know, if you can make it worse for somebody else, I say just go for it. Oh, well, the best now is just, you see Twitches everywhere. All they do is just run with Exhaust, and, you know, you hear the hello, and next thing you know, Exhaust is cast on you, and you just sit there and you die.
Yeah, Gwen with some more aggression on Aurelia. Almost under tower the entire game. Not feeling good for Aurelia right now. Chase, that's your prediction. You're saying Gwen's going to be huge, and it's unfolding right before your eyes. How are you feeling right now?
It's already coming.
I'm feeling...
Oh.
Well, I was almost feeling
And then
right.
Macro play. Look at that.
That's it. I mean, this
An
is what
immaculate
Irelia
play.
does. You know
Look
what
at
I'm
that.
saying? It doesn't matter if you're 0-4. You're still able to do something the second you get your 5 stacks in your ultimate, and that's exactly what happened in there. Gwen still, I mean, not there yet. I think the 2 build between the Gnasher's Tooth and you know, this Omni Vamp that you're gonna get, you're gonna be doing pretty okay. You're gonna be able to move everywhere. Macro Gaming actually taking over the Dragon in here,
Oh, yeah.
so huge capitalization for them right there. But we might see something. Jinx actually ends up getting hit on
Yeah, big
there.
roam by the RE.
But
Blobfish.
Blobfish taking somebody down. It looks like they're
Blobfish.
all going to go down right there. So they get the
Wow.
Dragon. They move over. They saw Jinx caught out, and all 3 of them die
God.
for that.
That was a play. That was not a favorable play for Macro Academy.
No, it was not.
No.
Yeah, amazing play by Ari, seeing that roam timing, counter ganking it perfectly, and baiting the entirety of Macro Academy to their death right there.
Yeah, that's what you do. And then Blobfish gets on the board right here.
Blobfish
but
might go down here.
Might be going
Oh,
down.
he uses. Okay. He might go down anyway.
There it
He
is.
does.
That's it.
Okay.
You held us on the line for a little bit.
Little
You kept
bit.
thinking, this is it. Zin's out. Huge gank going out of here. Really able to get the E off to move through and
Top lane might go
flashes
down.
right out of
Flash
that.
off of top lane, yeah.
That's it. And you're
Yeah,
out.
amazing double stun.
Wow. Oh yeah.
That's impressive. That's impressive. We're obviously seeing a Bork rush from Irelia, so she's going to get that power spike even faster when you think taking a 14 CS disadvantage, but I don't think it really matters the second you get that item. You're going to be on par with Gwen and be able to do something, be able to sustain in that lane. That's what makes her so huge. She's never really down and out. It's just not
Never.
possible.
Wow. Yeah.
And
Yep.
Tetra picking up a huge kill in the mid lane against our fan favorite Blobfish.
Fan favorite.
Let's talk about that. That was a huge 1v1.
That was yeah. Blobfish coming out from that little team skirmish, which honestly, Cabbage dominated. You know that what was that 3-on-3. Comes back to mid lane only to find Tetra ready to pounce, and he gets the kill. It's gonna make a difference. I don't think it's as big definitely as that 3v3 was in that moment, but it definitely will set back Blobfish. A little bit of a skirmish going on in mid right now and bot.
Now Leona with the hard engage bot, all the cooldowns coming out. We got both ultis,
All of
Lulu
them.
running for her life, Samira chasing her down, Jinx getting zoned by the Leona, Lulu running
Not
down
much
the
Jinx
river,
can do right now.
both mid laners converging. Does she
Oh
have
no!
flash for the
Does
dragon
he have
pit?
flash? He does.
Oh, she does.
That
Gets
was a
out.
good play. That was a good little route.
You gotta love seeing a Lulu shield and thinking to yourself, wait a minute, is there a Shen in this game that just ulted? It is
Wow.
insane how much that shield gives.
Crazy.
I don't get that. But that's what it is, and that's why Lulu was able to survive right there after being 118% caught out.
Yeah, look at that.
That's it. And Jinx is trying to soak up in the XP range. See if it can happen without getting caught out here. That would be pretty nice. Volibear might be looking to
Barrel
sneak
kill.
up in here and get some sort of 3v2 play down the
big
bot
gank
lane.
He's
happening
behind
here
him.
mid. Zinsao
Yeah.
coming
he's
in
being
from behind.
sandwiched. He
Yeah,
sticks
running down into
bushes.
the river to safety.
All right.
And Vex, really safe pick. Good at disengaging those ganks. Really good passive, that's for sure.
Oh, incredible. And they actually have no idea that Volibear is in this situation.
Oh,
Lulu going to
okay.
get smashed,
Huge.
taken out very fast. You couldn't even see
Jinx
what's happening.
needs
They
to-
just had
oh, yeah.
3 people on top of her.
There was nothing.
Yeah, that was a bit of overkill right there.
What do you do?
Yeah,
What do you do?
I couldn't even see a life bar. I
Yeah.
didn't even know what
Yeah,
happened.
no, I didn't see him die. I'll be completely honest with you.
Yeah, that's
I
just how it
just saw a huge lightning fist come out of the sky.
And that's it. And then
And-
next thing you know, somebody's dead.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But that's good. I mean, Macro is keeping along with Cabbage, which is pretty good. They're still down, a little over a K gold, but I don't think that's going to be a problem for Macro Gaming in here. It seems like they have a grasp of what they need to do. They're roaming as a team. They're figuring stuff out.
Oh, yeah.
And they tighten that what was like a 4-kill gap. They're closing it, and they also have a
Yeah.
dragon advantage. So we're gonna see it's gonna big spots in here of what's gonna happen with the next dragon. Is Rift gonna be a big factor in here? What's happening? TP available for Vex.
TV is.
So I don't know if that's going to be some sort of play in here, but we'll find out.
Yeah. However, if you look at the gold advantage here, Cabbage is coming out with the gold advantage currently. What do you think that's carried by? That was probably the 3v3, huh?
Yeah, I'd say just an array of things.
Oh yeah,
just an array of things. I mean, Tetra is an incredible farmer.
Oh sure.
Yeah, I really don't. That farm is actually insane. So if you ever want to give any lessons, I would love that.
Both of them, please. Please, I need it.
Yeah,
The
second
gank is gonna come
dragon
top.
zoned in.
They're gonna dive tower and get the kill.
Yeah, so they're gonna give up dragon in here to probably take the top lane. They're gonna see if they can push maybe a second one in there. Once again, Vex does have teleport, so she might be able to go back up there to see if she can stop
tower.
it.
Although I doubt it. This second tower looks like it's gonna fall here. The wave coming in, so we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, Cabbage Collective pushing hard on that top lane Gwen advantage. They secured Herald and will happily take 2 towers for it.
Oh yeah.
It's looking really good for Cabbage Collective right now. They got everything they want. They got the Jinx. They got the Jinx ahead in the bot lane. The Ari's counter ganking really well. Honestly, that's one of her biggest strengths. Showing lots of aggression on the Vex. You're popping Ignite, popping ulti, going into the finish.
Tetra.
Oh.
That's it.
That's a kill.
That was a beautiful play by Blobfish.
Here.
Even after missing the charm, still able to do enough damage to take down the Vex, which is huge.
He wanted revenge, yeah.
Yes, I mean,
for that cheeky kill.
So you lose 2 towers top. You die. Your mid lane dies in here.
Oh, Leona ulti going in the bot lane. Bear ganking. Lulu ult in response. And that's going to do it for the gank.
That's going to be it.
He's leaving. He's out of here.
What do you think, Derek? Do you think taking that dragon priority and moving your team there is worth giving up those 2 top lane turrets against a Gwen that we already know can shove this Irelia and keep her under the tower with a farm disadvantage?
Yeah, I mean, it's all you can do, really. As Macro Academy, they can't really fight the Gwen. They just got to look for, some consolation prizes across the map. So taking Drag's the only right response there. They already have 2 dragons, so that's looking like a win condition for them if they can keep in the game here.
Yeah,
they're playing the late game for sure. They just have to survive the early game to make sure that what they're doing pays off.
Let's hope. That's what their game plan is.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think they do have a heavy engaged comp, but on the flip side, so does Cabbage. I mean, it all depends on who's doing what. The Gwen is paying off and being a huge thing in here. Zhao going into a matchup.
Mid lane's coming out.
Flashing right out of the Vex ultimate to avoid what would have been an imminent death there.
Definitely saved his life there with that flash.
Well, really is showing aggression on Gwen. Maybe not the best idea, just zoning.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the team. Here come the cavalry.
Yeah. Alright, this is a little bit of a tough take back here.
Look at this damage. If Gwen was not CC'd as hard as she was, she walks away with a kill there.
Oh,
I mean, that is just what happens. Cabbage able to respond by taking the bot lane turret. I mean, look at this Jinx. So powerful already. Doesn't even have a mythic item, but you can just see the absolute damage it's doing with the Lulu passive on her. And this is going to be good. I mean, the only flip side you can kind of say for macro gaming is all of Cabbage is stuck in these long lanes at this point. They're either going to start roaming and looking to take mid, or they're going to keep pushing these lanes. Yes.
Yep. For sure.
Yeah, Cabbage Collective now 5,000 gold up, pushing their lead. They're looking really good. Their win conditions are a late game Jinx. It's already looking like a late game Jinx, like you said before her mythic. 20 CS up, looking really strong. All thanks to that RE counter gank, roaming bot to stop the Bear gank.
Petra Roman, supposedly the bot. Who knows? Well, people are recovering. They're trying to get back. Top is looking, it's looking normal again. It's not overly macro. It's not overly Cabbage. At the moment, besides the 2 towers, obviously, right? A little bit of a 3v1 here, going down in mid.
Yeah, a little skirmish developing over the vision. Ari ulting in, getting the time.
Looks like a good Cabbage to kill. So right there, good double. They're going for Herald again. We'll see. We'll see if Macro wants any response to that. We'll see if they push it. It's not looking like they're able to right now, though.
Yeah, still pushing their advantage. Charm hit. Ooh, Bear getting just finished off there.
Yeah,
Lulu
and this-
flashing out the
They may be
jungle
able
as
to push
well.
these two now.
Yeah, this is when you start to see one team start to decline more than the other.
Oh, for
I
sure.
mean, it's one of those things where you think, man, this sucks. Like, we just got stomped. They just took everything. They got the Herald on us.
Herald
They
kill.
killed me. You
And the Volley Bear going down.
know it's not running through their mind when the Volley Bear thought, I can defend this mid lane. And they instantaneously
Die.
said, what are you doing? And
Yeah,
just
well,
killed
why
him.
are you there?
Right.
What are
So
doing,
you can
bro?
tell the thought process from Macro isn't, hey, we're behind. We need to figure out what we
No.
got to do here. They're still thinking, all right, it's relatively easy. So-and-so's got some kill. We got to pick them up. But that might change after that. Reality sets in, and you say, ooh,
If they,
okay, do we play these dragons right here? Because it didn't look like they prepped or set back for it at all. I think they understand where they're at, and they need to find an avenue back in there. And Derek, what is their avenue back into this?
yeah. People
It's
in
looking
chat
pretty
saying-
grim.
Sorry. People in chat
It's looking
saying-
pretty grim, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
The Samara's going to possibly go down?
Yeah.
Nope, flashes right out of it. And here's the Rip Hill drop, so we could possibly
Certainly
see
would've been
inhibitor towers
flash back.
open up in here. The wave clear from Jinx is a lot to be able to fastly push this thing. Same thing with Ari. So Macro Gaming has to make a stand here if they want to stop this Rift Herald. I don't think they'll be able to stop the first
No,
charge, but
definitely
it's
not.
most likely going to be, can they stop the tower and inhibitor going down at this point? Everywhere's starting to cut off in here.
That tower's
Look
definitely
at, I
going
mean,
down.
just look at this Jinx damage right now.
Oh, absolutely
Volibear
going down.
clearly not able to do anything. Caught out hugely, but the cleanse able to get right out of it. That could have been
Wow.
exactly what Macro Gaming needed.
Yeah. Blob not gonna let that happen as easily as they wanted it to. Tower is, wow. Look at
Yeah.
that health bar. Have you ever seen a health bar that low?
I have.
Really?
Oh yeah, I've seen it once before.
Wow.
And Blobfish sitting in here. The
Not knowing
only
where he is.
critique I can give to Blobfish this game is I'm not sure if I've seen him hit a charm yet.
No.
That's the only thing, and he still manages to go 3-1 and 4.
It's ridiculous.
So he's imagine
Yeah.
what he could be doing if he just lands
every
that.
charm.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Alright, well, people in chat saying, more than 7k now, but 7k. They're thinking the game is over. If Macro can get their stuff together, huge top. Well, not huge, but, a top play going down for them, they're gonna get something at least. They're saying it's over. What do you think?
You think it's over?
No, chat thinks it's over. I don't think it's over. I think if Macro can be realists and think their way through this, that they can make it closer.
Maybe. I mean, so far it seems like Gwen is the scapegoat almost. I mean,
Oh, definitely.
yeah, Leona most
They're taking
likely
it out
going to
of
be
him.
able to go down here, I think. Nope,
No,
and
the
able to
flash
get out of
out.
it with the flash. Blobfish
Blobfish
still
might
chases,
dash.
realizing doesn't have any vision on the map. These people are most likely around her, so backs out of that.
Huge
but
game IQ.
Every time Gwen gets, 3v1'd up here in the top lane, she's doing enough damage to force recalls, but Cabbage Gaming is getting a turret out of all these scenarios. So, okay, you're getting one kill. You're putting it on the Vex, which is great, but you keep losing objective after objective after objective just to kill one person. You got to send 3 people after her. That's a problem.
Yeah, it's a big problem. Looking like a bit of a tough game right now for Macro Academy. Their only options are to do these like really low percentage plays and claw their way back in at baby steps. It's not quite over, but it's looking pretty grim for them, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
No, it's true.
Absolutely.
And so, Derek, let me get your opinion on this. Looking at it now, did they lose it in the draft phase, or is there something that happened in the game where you say, all right, it was this moment where everything just started falling apart?
It's a good question.
There was 2 moments. The Gwen top was absolutely destroying, and the Ari counter gank was a huge pivotal moment for that Jinx getting a lot of gold for her. Without those 2 moments, it would have been a completely different game. I think the drafts were okay, but Macro Academy, I can't really see their win condition too much. Like maybe the Volibear and Aurelia.
Maybe. Yeah.
Possibly. I mean, no team has that huge front line that's going to be able to just soak up everything. both of these teams, from what we can see, are essentially purely damage. So it's who's going to be able to get that damage onto the right person that's going to wipe them out. That's what I think these team fights really come down to. The Jinx, if you can't get to her, that is 100% a loss in my book. If you cannot kill the Jinx, it's over.
You gotta die the Jinx.
Macro Academy chasing Volibear out of his own jungle. Leona going down in response. Just nowhere to go right now for Macro Academy. Their whole jungle is warded, and they're just pressing every advantage.
That's it, and you can see they're trying to get some vision down, at least something, and that's what's killing them over here. You don't want to give up the no vision, but you also want to try to get vision, so it's stuck between a rock and a hard place. But once again, we're gonna see another 1v3 over here in the Gwen. Is she gonna be able to escape this? I don't know. She's cruising along pretty fast.
Yep.
They're gonna back off,
which is weird because why would I mean I get it. They don't necessarily have vision everywhere. So they have no idea what they're doing at the moment. But I guess they don't want to overpush it and risk getting hit really badly for it.
Yeah, I mean,
that goes poorly for them. Maybe that's an inhibitor. Maybe.
That's true, but the problem is this Gwen that can pull 3 of your teammates now has a Baron buff. So what you're gonna probably just see is they're either gonna group here or they're gonna let Gwen just push a lane, shove it, and she'll be able to take a turret. There's nothing anybody on that team can do to stop her in a 1v1 scenario, especially with this Baron buff. So they're gonna put someone to try to match it, but that's useless. So what you either do is you pull all 5 and you try to get a team fight in a 4v5 scenario and get lucky to get this Jinx. Otherwise, you're slowly going to lose your entire base. It's just no other way around it.
There's no way around it.
Yeah, the Cabbage Collective posturing for a game-ending Baron push. They're looking to end it right here. Leona ulti going out. Volibear charging in, trying to get on that Jinx. Traps going down. Cooldown's being blown. Jinx going down. Fight continuing. Aurelia ulti pushing out. Ari landing a charm. Oh no, just missing. Zinzao going in.
Weird dodge.
Wow. And that's going to be the end of it. I mean, what you saw over there is Gwen had a couple options of what she wanted to do. She could have taken the inhibitor all by there and let that fight play out as it did, but ends up rotating over into the mid lane and just wiping Macro Gaming. I mean, you saw that. People's health bars were disappearing between those little scissor kicks, and the ultimate, the needle's flying right out. That's a lot of damage. It also is very unfortunate that Vex missed her ult to start off that team fight. I feel like that goes a little bit better in the favor of Blobfish just surviving, being able to get out of there. But it looked good. For a second there, it looked good. You saw Jinx was caught out. They capped Macro Gaming. Did a very good job on capitalizing out of there. Of course, that cleanse is going to help in a scenario like that, but they were still able to lock her down enough and do enough damage to put her out.
The damage of Cabbage is really crazy here. You got the mid.
I mean, think about that. Cabbage was able to respond enough to be able to still win that fight even without the Jinx.
Oh, certainly.
So the whole thing of let's kill this Jinx, because Macro Gaming clearly knows what they have to do. Let's kill this Jinx, we win this fight. They killed the Jinx. They lost the fight. That's when it starts to get really tough, where you say, okay, that didn't work. What do we do now? And everybody just kind of looks at each other.
I don't think there is a thing, that they can do at this point. The goal difference at this point is ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely not in a 5v5 team fight. All is fine and dandy in the laning, but then you really feel the gold disparity once everyone starts grouping up. Jinx not even going down there. You really see the good draft. Yeah, Volibear getting caught out in his old jungle.
Yeah, this is it. Look at this Gwen. just going ham down here.
He's gonna go down without
It's gonna go down, but 2 people from Macro Gaming also go down. So pick your battles. There might be an inhibitor that we just see.
I think it will.
Macro
I don't
Gaming
think
will be able to stop that.
They're not
so
really going.
All the talk that we heard from Blobfish earlier,
it's true. It's coming true. And
he's
certainly dominating this game. He's certainly been a major role, also with the Jinx going down, huge role.
No, and
Jinx
and you can't say anything bad about what Reading said. He has faith in his mid laner. This Vex has proven that she absolutely can hold her own, even in scenarios like this. I mean, they're way behind. This Vex is 5-1. This Vex has 233 farm at 26 minutes.
Yikes.
Tetra is a huge player in the SLS. You can absolutely tell. There was pressure put up against her. Doing still a great job. Great overall player. There's nothing bad that you can say about Tetra right now. Nothing.
Cabbage is just really outplaying them in most of the other lanes, especially top. Top falling early game was I think a huge, like you said, a huge, contribution to this.
No, I agree.
To this certain W, for Cabbage here.
I 100% agree with you. I really do. I mean, the fact that you're able to pull over 3 people, multiple times. That's how you know Gwen carried her weight. And even though the KDA doesn't exactly show that, even though the score doesn't exactly show that, we all know. I mean, you can just look at the mini map over here. They took everything down here. They've sent multiple people.
It takes everything
time and time again. It's just Gwen has been a huge factor in this map.
Certainly. Yep.
Yeah, Chase the Soothsayer predicting that from pre-champ select.
Look at him.
You must be feeling pretty good right now.
I do what I can. I'll give myself a pat on the back every once in a while.
I'll give you a pat on the back then.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
There you go. Yeah.
That's it. And what about you? I mean, there's still time to jump ship if you want to change.
Yeah. I don't see Macro winning this. I don't know if you're doing that to be different, which I get, but I don't see it when Macro comes back from this. That Baron push was maybe not as impactful as Cabbage would have liked. They probably would have liked to end the game there.
Yeah.
To be completely honest with you, but Macro definitely lost the team fight, but just couldn't.
Macro's a good team. This is a team that plays together a lot. You can tell because
Macro's a good team.
Look at this goal differential. I mean, you're looking at like a 11K goal differential. Macro's still in this game. Macro has been able to hold these base fights way better than I think a lot of teams at this stage in the game could. They clearly know what they need to do to stay alive, and this is actually helping Macro Gaming. I think the Gwen is getting a little bit too aggressive sometimes, and they're able to capitalize on this. Like this, another time right here, put herself in the 1v3, but the Volibear actually might be
going to go down.
A nice ult by the Leona in there, but that's going to give enough time to get over this. This actually just might be the game-ending play. They weren't able to kill the Gwen. This is a huge fight going on. The Volibear goes down, the Leona goes down. Samara able to get out. The Vex finally going down. This might be the ending unless Samara and Irelia can play some miracle round.
That'd be crazy. Listen, yeah, that's certainly how. And from how aggressive Cabbage is on this, even this play, but really the whole game they knew the outcome before it started, and they knew that this W was there.
And that's it. This victory's going right over to Cabbage in here. They thought they could catch out the Gwen with 3 people on the top lane, but that turned absolutely fatal for them. Absolutely. And that was the moral of the story is, you can send 3 people top all you want, but it only takes that one time, and then the whole game's gone.
Yeah, Gwen just the perfect champion going into that team comp, able to handle Volibear, do a crazy amount of damage before anything could happen, and Cabbage Collective putting huge numbers on the board right there. Great game by them.
Yeah.
Seriously, no, I mean, you got to give all the credit in the world to Cabbage for able to make that stuff done. I still think the Tetra was a huge player in there like this, and this is the best of 3. Tetra's proven that there's something there, there's talent there. And now, are we going to be able to see that? Are we going to see a more aggressive champion at this point that says, listen, we got our back against the wall. I need to do something. I need to step up. I need to be that leader.
I think that certainly Macro has to make a crucial pick, and they really have to think about this from the moment that they recover from this. I don't see where Macro goes from here. That was a strong, aggressive win from Cabbage. Macro certainly have to make some picks, some outplays.
That's true, and we're actually lucky enough to get a post-game interview with someone over from Cabbage.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, it was a fun first game.
It was a game. Having that game happen. How do you feel about the rest of the series here?
I think if we just kind of do what we did in the first game, looks like we might be switching sides here in the next game. So draft fans gonna kind of reflect that, but I think we just kind of play how we've been playing, and should be nailing the coffin. We should be good.
For sure.
Thanks to Monica for joining us. What's your position? Sorry, I can't see names during the game.
Oh yeah, I'm the support for Cabbage.
Support, awesome.
Yeah.
So I was on the Lulu.
You played.
You had some clutch moments. Yeah, you had some clutch moments last game. We saw some amazing Lulu ultis, maybe clenching a couple of those fights. Talk about how impactful that Ari is on mid game for counter ganking. That was absolutely phenomenal play.
We when we're playing with some kind of these like Jinx comps, we're totally okay to be playing with down a dragons, and we knew that they were there and that was going to be there. But yeah, we saw that Blob had an amazing roam potential and that they wanted to kind of move in that tri brush, so we just said, yo, just move on down, move there right on time. Yeah. And I think that was a really clutch play that just kind of sealed the deal for that game.
I think, helping you guys secure the late game Jinx maybe before your mythic item. It felt like a great game for you guys. What adjustments do you think you're going to make? Are you going to play the same strategy, or do you think you're going to make any tweaks here and there?
We're going to play it by ear. We're like, a lot of our players have almost like champion notions. They can play kind of whatever the games call for, and you can kind of switch on a dime depending on what the enemy's targeting with their picks and their bans. So we'll see. I mean, Jinx comps are strong right now. It's undeniable. I recommend any teams that are getting out there, look at Jinx. If you can first pick her blue side, there's not direct counters out there right now. She's a strong champion. You can get her into the part of the game that's honestly really easy to get her into. You get her 1-2 items, she pops off. But we're comfortable. We'll play whatever we think is necessary to get these wins.
And Gwen on top there was huge. Honestly, was huge.
Oh yeah.
Those first 4 kills going down super early. And I think Macro definitely slept on Gwen a little bit there. Letting them and kind of letting the top lane deal with that. If they gank a little more often in the early game, because they ganked a lot late game. Right?
It was action happening top, most definitely.
Oh yeah.
So what was the game plan? You guys must have known that's happening. I mean, do you say, hey, listen, just go up there. We know you're going to die, but we're going to take blank. Was that kind of what it was? Or were you saying, all right, they 3-manned them. Let's just go take this?
Yeah, I mean, we had really good comms throughout the entire game of being able to track where they're kind of moving. If they ever went into darkness and we couldn't see them anywhere, we just assumed with how far ahead Substantiate's playing in top lane, they want to stop them and they're going to go up there. So yeah, as soon as we see that and have an inkling that that's going to be happening, we just call like, boom, let's do dragon, boom, let's take turret. And we're just going to snuff them out of the rest of the map. I mean, yeah, like, the best case scenario for them is they 4v1 kill Gwen and she doesn't get a return kill. But, he's just... Substantiate's so good on that Gwen that he's gonna try and take at least one with him.
Oh yeah, and we got to see it, which was beautiful. I mean, I love it. I mean, so Blob is huge. He came on with a ton of confidence. He showed that confidence is legit. What do you think? You think he does even better, or is this a plateau we're seeing?
I mean, it's only up and up for Blob. I mean, like I said, this dude comes into practice being like, I feel like playing Azir. And I'm thinking, I've been on the team 8 months. I've never seen him touch the champion. And he pops off like he's playing it every day of his life. This guy splits his time between League and Overwatch, and he's a god at the game. Like, he doesn't even need to play to be as good as he is.
Well, those games are one and the same. We all know. That's it.
Everyone knew it. Everyone was going to happen.
Stuff.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everyone knew.
Yeah, no, so that's awesome.
So Demon, pretend you're Macro Academy. What do you do next game? They want to redeem themselves. They definitely want a better chance of winning.
What's your next step? Yeah.
What's your next move?
I think they definitely need teams that I think they need to try to control more of the early and mid game in their favor. And I think they are overcommitting for a lot of things where we, especially with the team comp we have, we can kind of just stop them when we overcommit. They need to learn when even little victories are still victories where they can push in and steal a raptor camp from our jungler and put him behind a little bit. That's kind of a win, but if they want to keep trying to fight our top laner and making him get his mythic item even earlier than possible, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, exactly. Good point. A lot to say about over aggression. Games are won with 1,000 cuts, right, in League of Legends, the game we love so much. Any more questions, Chase?
I think that's it. I mean, I'm excited to see if you guys can. You're coming high off a win right here. I'm excited to see if you can hold it. Macro Gaming, I think, did a good job stalemating that game for about 6-7 minutes. So I don't know if they're going to be able to realize that they can do that and pick a different comp, which is going to slow you guys down, or if they go more aggressive in here. So I'm ready. I'm ready to see what you guys got. I know you're going to go River Shen, so I'm happy to see that. And,
it's on the table.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
And then I say let's get to it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Macro Academy with big aggressive picks in the first game, but unable to get it done. The Cabbage Collective, thanks Demon for joining us. A big victory. Hopefully your second game goes well as well. Looking forward to see it. We're excited.
That's
Thank
it.
you guys so much.
Fantastic to talk to you.
All right, Derek. How do you feel that? I think clearly, Cabbage here is looking like the more dominant team. So what was your thought process picking Macro in that first game there?
Looking at their team comp, my thought process was aggression is the simplest strategy. It's easy to attack and it's harder to defend. So going in blind, I'm going to pick the team that has the most simple win condition, which is win early, win hard, and never lose. But after seeing how Cabbage Collective handled those scaling champions, it's gonna be a crazy game. What do you even do as Macro Academy now? Like, if your strength is the early game and you just get blasted early game, you're gonna have to kind of rethink your strategy and see what adjustments you can make going forward.
No, seriously. I mean, I think both of them are exactly right. I think the champion pool doesn't stop at 4 champions. I really do think it is more of this. It's open network. I get they're good with these champions. They're close with them, but I think it can go anywhere at this point. And Macro Gaming, they clearly know how to play the game. So does Cabbage. I don't know if it's one of those things where that one team got ahead and that's just how it went. I don't know. But we saw that Cabbage was able to do a lot of stuff when they get a lead. So Macro Gaming is going to sit there and play it and hope that does not happen again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Exactly. I'm looking to see a lot more range. We saw the Vex 5-1 chunking people for half their HP bars the entire game, but sadly just no one to play off of, and you can't do it all as Vex. So I'm looking for more poke, more range, maybe from the side lane or something a bit safer. Just something to, maybe more simple champions. There's no need to go Samira bot lane. Aurelia, that's just a ton of dive into the Lulu. It's not going to work,
We'll see if the bans here are different.
Another skipped ban by Macro Academy in the first round. Jinx ban.
That makes sense. That
for Cabbage. Yeah. Jinx is everything you want in the AD carry. Really, she has CC, AOE CC, huge poke. An amazing kit, scaling champion. It just comes down to the support in the bot lane.
Shall I turn in my badge?
Yeah, I agree.
As well?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Jinx, as a ban, especially with last game, is, I think a great pick. Caitlyn, as a second pick, and that's an interesting one.
All right, Caitlyn is a discount Jinx. I think that
I agree.
The only difference there is the AOE. They both can do the exact same thing for the most part. So Caitlyn is always a safe pick.
Yeah.
You're very good in lane. You have escapability. You have an able way to pick off somebody.
Oh yeah, Jinx
which is
definitely
nice.
Also a little bit more range on her. On her abilities, right? So even a little bit more poke, which I think Macro wants to avoid from Cabbage.
And the Trundle actually making it through. We saw that banned, actually the very first ban, and that's there. And then my favorite champion of all time, Silas, is actually being picked right here. That's my boy right there. So I'm immediately gonna start rooting for Cabbage. That's it. You don't even have to do anything else.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. We'll see this jungle pick here from Cabbage.
Chase must be wearing his flip flops tonight.
Oh yeah.
No longer on the side of. Oh no.
He's got him on right now.
The blobfish is on Cabbage. My bad.
Yeah. That's
we switched sides. It got me.
Yeah, they switched it. They switched them on you. Exactly. No, I love Silas has been my favorite champion forever. I mean, that's how you make it work. Across like the 3 accounts that I got, I average like an 80% win ratio with him. He's fantastic. You can do whatever you want.
Only 80, really?
Yeah, that's it. In one game too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
And
just like we talked about, we got the Jarvan.
Yes, that's right. Sure. And they keep teasing me with these Rengars right here.
They know
it's
you.
Getting my hopes up. Too bad. I wanna see it so bad. He can do some serious thing.
Definitely can. The Nautilus.
But I'll tell you what.
Sure.
There's nothing like him. He's just a beautiful little cat.
Yep.
That's it. But we're seeing this time around Macro Gaming also still going for pretty pretty aggressive bot lane, I would say, once again.
For sure.
Samara Leona, aggressive. Nautilus, Jin, also very aggressive.
Super aggressive.
So that's pretty good. So far, great ult steals for the Silas, too. I know Macro Academy's thinking, I can pick off whoever I want. They're going to be able to do the same thing at that point. The Vayne going down here. That's actually a fantastic pick against these comps. I think you're going to suffer very early in the beginning of the game.
Okay,
I really do. I think you're going to have a tough time. You just cannot outmatch that Jin damage level 1. It's not possible. So you're going to take some hit in there, but if you have your other team the ability to put in the work and do what they got to do in front line and get that stuff done, I do not see how Cabbage loses here. I do not see it. Even if it's just stagnant across the board, there'll be a point where Cabbage wins. That's it.
Second round of bans. Second round of bans, we got LeBlanc, Akali for Cabbage Collective, and Twisted Fate for Macro Academy. Really good draft here developing by both teams. And like you said, Vayne struggling a bit early on, but with the new lethal tempo, honestly, very OP, I find. We're going to see the support dictating the matchup probably, so I'm excited to see the Cabbage Collective with the Lulu ban for Macro Academy.
Again, makes sense,
Yeah, no, the Lulu ban, so Karma, very good pick. I was thinking something along those lines, like Nami, Karma, maybe Janna. So that was a huge pick. I do like that right there. So we'll see what Macro Academy is going to respond back with and able to do.
Macro really wants to keep Blob off the Twisted Fate, off the Twisted Fate, which Blob is, he's goated at.
I agree. I do think that the size is already picked, so the Twisted Fate ban, I think they could have used that for something else at that point, unless they figured that he could do some funky stuff and throw him top. But I think you have a better ban there, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Bit of a wasted ban there from Cabbage, or from Macro Gaming, sorry. Orion to the last pick. Great solid mid laner.
Yeah. Irelian Soul, that would be the day, I'll tell you that much right now. That would be it. I'd retire if that happened. And we might see, if this goes through, this might, maybe it is a Silas top.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a flex pick there for the Cabbage Collective, throwing everyone through a loop with the RE mid. This looks like an amazing draft by the Cabbage Collective. That Vayne pick, I think, is going to be GG against the 3 tanks for the Macro Academy. That's my prediction, at least. Definitely based on their play for the first game as well. Amazing draft, and looking forward to this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think this team fight's played right. I actually think Macro Academy walks away with this one. Based off there, I mean, your entire front line is this Jarvan at this point. So he's going to have huge engage, but you're talking keep the Vayne alive, you win. That's the moral of the story. But there's so much engage and damage on Macro Academy. I actually think it's going to win. Macro takes this one. That's what I'm thinking.
You think Macro?
I honestly think it's Macro based off this draft right here.
All right, you're taking Macro.
I am.
You really?
Oh yeah.
You're with me.
I think the Vayne's gonna be a huge thing. Silas has 5 fantastic ultimates that he can take in here. I think the moral of the story is this Vayne dies. Cabbage does not possibly have the damage to take down Macro Gaming. That's the way, and I'm seeing it. I mean, if this Vayne can kite every single one of them, absolutely no problem. But there are those huge ults with the Hecarim ult, the Nautilus ult, the Orion ult. It takes that one play. And you're in trouble.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, no, it does. You're right, for sure.
Yeah, a lot of eyes going to be on Karma and Vayne to do big work and stay alive bottom through all the cooldowns. It's going to be a Hecarim dive. It's going to be a Nautilus dive. What else we got? Trundle coming in. It's that's a lot. That's a lot right there.
That is a lot.
The Trundle's going to be. They're going to have to find a way to neutralize that Trundle. Otherwise, they're going to have a lot of problems.
They are.
You say that for sure.
Oh yeah, they are. So it's going to be interesting. I'm still leaning with, I think Macro Academy is going to get off the fights that they need to get off to win this one. That's the way I see it based off that team.
You're losing faith in Blob already, huh?
I think it's gonna be a good game, but I think the team fights that happen, I'm giving it to Academy on this one. What about you?
I'm still thinking Cabbage. I'll be completely honest. You know, last game for sure, top was a big deal. They were able to get a lot from that. I don't think that's happening this game. I think, you know, if Macro is the real deal, and you know, which they obviously are, that they're gonna be able to kind of fend off that top massacre that happened last game for sure, right? Because I don't think they're taking 2 towers within the first, you know, however amount of minutes they you know that they did, because that top played a huge role, and I think mid is definitely gonna go Blob's way this game as well, which it did the first game. There were a couple of early kills from Tetra, right? But I still think that Blob is gonna be dominating this game here. Yep.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree with that. But we'll see. What about you, Derek? I mean, you're the deciding factor right here. It's split 1-1. What are you calling?
Well, I already said Cabbage Collective. I'm siding with Ty. It's me and you, buddy. This game. I think the Vayne, Karma, Ari, Silas, just an amazing combo. Tough to get through them, and amazing team fighting potential. Yeah, Macro Academy has lots of tanks. They have a pretty good engage with the Oriana speed up, Hecarim going in, Trundle, but I think it's just overall better draft by Cabbage Collective. Maybe a bit too tanky there for Macro Gaming. It's gonna get abused.
Okay.
That could be true.
I'm surprised, honestly. I'm surprised that Macro didn't use at least one of their bans, right, for that area going down in that mid lane.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that was a great pick.
Yeah, I'm shocked they knew it was a stylus top. Oh yeah, that's what got me the most.
I know, I agree. Yeah. I agree for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yep.
Yeah, good for them for noticing that, getting their bans right. We thought they were misplaying, but it was really us who was misplaying.
No, yeah, it was us. I mean, they've done their research. They must have gone through the match history and saw that he has some Silas games out there in the top lane, so they just got it done.
They have more IQ.
That's true. That could actually be it too.
I think that's it. Macro lost a ban, you know, for the games. That's why.
That's true.
So we'll see.
Wait, what was that? What was
Macro
that? They lost the ban?
Yeah. Macro lost a ban. You know, he was late. Miguel was late, so so it wasn't necessarily a skip. Otherwise, I'm sure they probably wouldn't have taken that. But
yeah, so you know, I mean, while we were enjoying all that conversation, we were actually waiting for one of Macro's players.
Yeah,
that whole time. The whole like 25 minutes. So
we're just really, really good at stalling.
That's it. Yeah. So that's why Macro Gaming. I know you're thinking it's like a confidence thing. They were taking away a ban. No, they actually broke some of the SLS rules by being 25 minutes late to the game. I mean, it happens. You know, you're stuck in traffic. You got to run out and get that Starbucks or something. We all understand, but
honestly, my
pay the cost.
My take, you know, they're going to their fridge to get their Mountain Dew.
That's it. That could be it too. And sometimes you get lost up there. I mean, you go up there, the TV's on or something like that. You're like, oh my god, I know I got something to do, but
I hate that.
There's still time.
Yeah, I think I think you know, you can get lost in your kitchen, in the fridge for sure.
That's it.
You go up for one Mountain Dew, all of a sudden you're coming down with 3 Mountain Dews.
Oh yeah,
I hate it when that happens, man.
Where does the time go?
That's the story of my life right there. I can't even tell you how many times that's happened to me.
I'll be completely honest. I'm more of a Valorant player than oh, it started.
That's it.
That's crazy.
That is kind of wild. Wow. I didn't even know they could do that.
I didn't wait. Is starting even legal? Is that legal?
No, not legally. All right, you're on your own for this one.
Am I?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I am completely alone. The game is just starting. Chase is out, man. Chase is dipping.
I'm done.
Chase hates me. That's crazy. All right. Well, I'm here with my co-host, Not Chase. His name is Not Chase.
I'm here with you, buddy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm in the same room as me, you know. But yeah. This is my chef buddy. Chase named him Not Chase. It was great.
And both teams starting with the 5-point scout.
Makes sense.
Switching sides here, we got Cabbage Collective on the red side, Macro Gaming on the blue side.
Oh yeah.
We're looking for an amazing bot lane matchup. Essentially, this game comes down to the Vayne. If they can handle all the aggression that's going to be thrown at them, the karma is going to be a big factor as well with her success.
Yeah. No, I agree completely. You know, I think top lane is going to be a little more neutralized. I think that it took them by surprise last game, and I don't think they're going to let that happen again. And I think bot lane, I think you're right, will be more of a deciding factor this game than it was last game. I agree.
Yeah, Jarvan starting blue, Hecarim starting blue as well, so we're going to see them pathing opposite. No jungle clashes unless there's a level 3 gank mid from both sides.
Which
it's a standard start.
Yep. Mid lane, not, you know, there's no dives, there's no craziness. Top lane though. Nothing crazy going on there either.
Yeah,
Just,
two melees in the top lane. It's always an explosive matchup when you got two melees against each other. One moment you're farming, and the next moment you're all inning, and
you're dead. Yeah.
Sometimes you say, "How did we get to this point so fast?"
No idea. Yeah. Yeah. No. Cabbage definitely looking afraid to approach that that Trundle who's controlling that wave there. Again, mid. Nothing special.
A hook going down in the bot lane.
A little bit of a dive here in bot lane. I don't see anything major coming out of this.
Trading back and forth.
The wave's gone in bot though, so yeah, we'll see. You know, there's no early game or super early game. Ganks going on, getting some vision down. Cabbage, smart.
Yeah, Jarvan looking for the top gank, running through the river. Here. Silas trying to bait the Trundle in. Trundle, early flash.
Ooh. That was a good
smart play by Trundle, not falling for the bait.
100%.
Oh, gank into the mid on the Ahri, going down for the first blood Hecarim.
That's
and
a good...
who's that? Cabbage Collective?
Yeah, Cabbage Collective going down. That you don't see that. You don't see that from Blob Blob Fish very often, but you know, it was a surprise gank. I don't know. Maybe that's a communication issue because he did not look ready for that at all. So a little bit of
not expecting the jungler.
No, not at all. A little bit of top action going on here. Again, nothing crazy. You know.
Yeah, so great gank by Jarvan there.
Oh,
another gank from Hecarim coming in mid.
This could be a double kill they play.
Nice flash. Rehook by the Nautilus. Vayne getting really low. Ignite ticking.
Should be a double kill here.
And Karma.
Will they dive it? They won't dive it. Okay.
Squealing out with her life.
Yeah, barely. This Trundle is looking a lot stronger. Top lane, definitely holding Cabbage back there. Bottom, no. It's a slow start. It's a slow start. You know, gold difference already almost, you know, in the thousands. Macro Academy pulling this back. You know, maybe I should just always agree with Chase. Maybe that's the key because, wow.
Oh, what a nice gank by Jarvan there. Silas living with a sliver of health. And 2-1 now. 2-1 now for Macro Academy.
This is looking not great for Cabbage here in the early game. They're definitely not
but
out
securing a kill. Securing a kill though, staying in it. Doing
for
a
sure.
good job.
Yeah. They reduced that gold by a little bit difference. And we're only 5 minutes in, just 5 minutes in now. You know, Cabbage got to do something though. They gotta win a lane. You know, they gotta get something going here.
Yeah, it's not looking good for their bot lane.
Nope.
Ahri also behind. Silas also behind. Not looking good, but Jarvan on the board.
Oh yeah.
We'll see if he can still keep having an impact there.
Looks like a little bit of a plan to gank mid soon from that ward break.
Yeah, always clearing vision there.
Yep. Oh, look who's back! I thought you quit. That's crazy. Could you not find your car? Is that it?
How'd you know that?
He ran out of Mountain Dew, so he has to make more money now.
He does.
So no, I apologize for that. My friend Pat called me. His lobster got out of his enclosure and wanted me to go help him, but I'm doing this right now, so I had to make a couple calls and arrange for someone to go over there and find.
He has to sit here and drink Mountain Dew with us.
Yeah, so that's it. So I hope that little lobster gets back into his thing, but until then, what have I missed so far?
Honestly, Chase, there's a lot of action going on.
Really?
Macro pulling ahead. And we'll take Dragon here. This is looking strong from Macro. You know, obviously, you can never count Cabbage out. And the money looking insane, you know, because of Cabbage here. They're right with him in terms of gold. There's not gonna be any crazy team fight sweeps. With the amount of gold that's going around. Macro though does have the advantage, especially in top lane. Trundle looking unbeatable.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'm looking into here, and everything's looking pretty good. I see the Trundle got taken down, which is expected in here. But Macro Gaming doing what I thought they would do and be able to get ahead. Like I said, this is just in the early game here. I think they get a stronger team fighting capabilities. But once again, this key player to watch out for is Zeri on the Vayne. That's it. That's it. If he gets to where he needs to be, this is an auto loss. An auto loss.
That took me by surprise a little bit. I almost fell off my stool.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
That's great.
Yeah.
And that's a metaphor,
gaming.
Right?
Macro Gaming picking up an amazing early game team comp with lots of CC, showing a lot of aggression as well. To a lot of success early on. Big ganks back and forth early on here. So we see a really tight game. There's almost no gold difference. It's really even right now. And the junglers on both teams with kills. So we're looking for more ganks, and they're feeling really strong right now.
Oh yeah, definitely agree with you there. Bot lane, looks like a gank's being set up. They're just looking for an opening.
Yeah, Jarvan hanging around, seeing if anything will develop. The tri-bush is warded though. That will go down.
Just gonna give
Macro
some vision
Academy.
on him to know where it's gonna. So we might see a Hecarim gank in the somewhere, knowing that they know where J4 is, but we don't know what's going on. A little altercation gonna run in here. They both just kind of say hi and walk away.
Oh yeah.
So that's really it. Hecarim, as you can see, taking J4's golems up there in the top lane, gonna hurt him a little bit in here. So.
Oh yeah, both teams are cautious right now. They're kind of saying, "Hey, it's COVID. Stay away from me." You know.
That's it. And Trundle just taking Silas down.
Look at this gank going down here, right here. Well, it's not a gank, but you know, it's some jungle.
Yeah, it's like a half gank. We'll allow it.
It's like a. Do I want it gank?
Yeah.
Indecisive.
Yeah.
That's
so
okay.
that's it. I mean,
A little bit of jungle skirmish with the mid here.
Blobfish making some little moves on
Blob.
Just send him a little auto
He has to take a hit
attack.
for damage.
Oh, I
Ari
mean,
with the
he just
ultimate.
guessed right out of that thing.
Wow.
So
no flash, with no flash usage, nothing.
Yeah, there
He's gone.
you go. There you have it. I mean, it just looked.
Did Ari get feared through the wall?
I don't know
Or
if
did
it was the
she
ult.
ulti? No, she ultied. She ultied.
Yeah, but that looked very. It was like in the
That was
exact
so
same
weird.
animation.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't even tell what happened
Yeah,
right
it just-
there.
Okay.
So that's it.
Blobfish making plays out here.
Yeah, clean
Make it-
escape there by Ari, baiting out the Hecarim ulti.
Yeah, no. So this is gonna be a pretty interesting game. Macro Gaming still with a 2-kill lead in here. Gold starting to pick up a slight gold advantage in here. So we'll see if they can go and roll with it. But
Yeah, Jarvan starting Herald as well.
Oh yeah.
yeah, so this might go right over to Cabbage here because I don't think they have vision nor the resources to get over there and stop that.
No.
So that's gonna be a free rip up. What are we gonna do?
Where's the rift gonna go down? What's your prediction? You're the prediction guy. You know, you're saying that Vayne is gonna be a deciding factor, and there's no reason for me to disagree with you. Yeah, sub going down. You know, to the Trundle. It's expected. Trundle's a beast.
Yeah, Substinate smart enough to realize Trundle doesn't have his ultimate, just fully engages on top of him. They will take it down, so
They're going
it's
down,
going to
for
be a
sure.
huge top push at this point.
This is really
Most
good.
likely
for
able to
Cabbage.
flip-flop it and get
Blob.
get once again 2 towers.
Blob being pushed a little bit here.
Yep.
But you know, I'm sure that he's clearing the wave. He's got a new wave coming in now.
Blob
Or
might be
he
might
going
go down.
right
The
here.
flash
Yeah, there
for
it
the
is.
kill, but it
Karma
might be a
able to
return kill.
sneak
and
right
it
in
will
there.
be.
I guarantee you
Get
what's
knocked
happening
off that.
over there for Tetra is he's saying, why on earth is Karma mid right
Why
now?
is he here? What
Yeah,
but
why is he here? That makes no sense.
Doesn't
But
make sense.
good play by Tetra, able to take Blob down right under the
Oh, yeah.
turret. The Karma coming up and just in the right place, right time, able
Oh, yeah.
to get that kill to come back with it. Otherwise, he walks right out of there. 2 turrets go down in the top lane. Cabbage, pretty consistent at that point. You can say it's not a coincidence. This is just what they do.
Oh, yeah.
They look for a kill as soon as Rift is taken, and they just take 2 turrets straight away.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good strategy. We'll see if that once again pays off
They're
for
waving.
them.
Oh yeah.
And let's see what happens over here in the Dragon. We might be seeing our first little team skirmish over
Yeah,
here.
they're waving to each
It's
other
possible.
saying hi. I want this boss, and the other team saying no. I want it too. So we'll see. We'll see what goes down here. Looks like it is gonna be a little bit of a full team fight. Trundle's gonna stay up in top, maybe looking to get a little bit of a push going solo. We'll see what happens. But this is looking.
Yeah, all
this is
5 members of the Cabbage Collective coming together
to
for the
kill.
Dragon,
Oh yeah.
pressuring Macro Academy off of it. And Silas looking like a really strong pick actually against Trundle. You got the
Oh,
mobility,
absolutely.
you got the healing, you got the outplay potential. Really, there's nothing Trundle can do. Just throw a couple pillars and walk away.
Yeah, of
Oh, yeah.
course. Sometimes that does it.
Early game. Sub was being conscious.
Yeah.
Now it's looking like he doesn't need to be conscious anymore. You know, if they can get a good gank going, it's death for Trundle.
That's it. And we might be seeing
Two,
someone
three
go down.
here.
No. And
They're both safe in there.
J4 actually works fantastically well with Vayne in here. As soon as the combination is really, okay, I'm going on this person, I'm going to ult them, and you just immediately condemn them right into the J4 ult. So that target is stuck there for a second and a half, 2 seconds, depending on what you got going on. So it's pretty much a kill for whatever you do that, whatever you make that happen. But Silas able to roam here. Heckram
Cabbage taking money
counter
back. Not
jungle,
by
yeah. Counter jungle in here. This is going to be huge over there by Tetra, but just taken out. So
They are giving up a little bit though.
That's
Not-
it.
Not very much, but they're not gonna send anyone mid to help. Looks like that's a. Well, it's just gonna be shielding on the tower, maybe.
and both mid laners actually
Oh.
1 and 2 right now, so a little bit of a different story
Rivers
that we
show.
see here.
I think-
Silas making some
Oh,
huge
so.
plays in there.
Yeah.
You gotta love to see that. You really
So
do.
is crazy.
I know, I do.
Oh yeah, who doesn't? Plays are cool.
That's it. And he,
They're pushing them into their own jungle a little bit. You know, a ward goes down, and then they say nope. Bot again looking pretty standard. You know, vision on Tribush. Kind of preventing a decent amount of ganks here. Not looking at much.
Yeah, Cabbage Collective pulling the game in their favor. Now with the gold lead, actually 2,000 up. It's looking strong. They got good map control, pressing into the jungle. They're showing their advantages in every lane here. And it's looking like it's an inch by inch win for them.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. You can tell Substinate, he's very confident on these champions he plays. He knows when
Little
he
flash going in by Jarvan on the mid lane.
Ooh.
Oriana running for her life. Ultimate going down as well.
Oh,
Already
wow,
missing the
down.
charm. Still alive.
Tetra's gonna go
running
down for
her
sure.
life. Shield going down.
Yep,
That's it,
going
done.
Just
down
with
for
the
sure.
electrocute.
I'm telling you,
Jarvan, man.
I'm telling you,
Jarvan
and this is
was
still
strong
true. Blobfish cannot land these charms. It's just not
Oh, Hook
possible.
going down in the bot lane as well.
Wait a second.
Hecarim
This is
picking
gonna be a
up the
double
kill.
kill with no response kill. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
That
rough
was
with
a-
your
that
main.
was-
That's
that
what
was
you
a-
want. I mean, he gets away with just the
That
1
was an
HP.
escape
That's
if I've
very
ever seen one.
unfortunate. You don't like that. But
I'm gonna be honest with you. That was a damn good escape. That was a
Yeah.
real good escape. So we got a message here from Kwanzaa is the name. Apparently Blob's date. And the message reads, Blob and I, as is embarrassing for me to read, I don't want to make you do it because, you know, I'm a little bit taller than you. It's a little bit, it'd be a little hard for you to accept that. It says, Bob and I have been dating for about 3 years now. Was going to drive to see him this week, but I got diagnosed with COVID. Big love in the chat for my boo-boo this game.
wow.
The support coming in, even with COVID, through all the things struggling. Kwanzaa still knows that Blob's gonna come through with it.
Yeah, so Blob's got a lot to play for out
Oh
here.
yeah, oh yeah.
He does.
100%.
He's got, you know, the significant other saying, listen, you know, win this one for me. I wanted to see you. You're doing your thing. Pop off.
Exactly. It's a tough time for everyone right now, but we got that love and support and those family safety nets. It's always a feel good, you know?
It is.
Yeah.
It absolutely is.
For sure. We got another message here, but I am gonna make Chase read this one. It's a little bit less embarrassing. Go on.
So, Bilboo 1001 says, I'm out here supporting my smoochin' bot lane and showing them love about Zori.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
You handled that like a champ.
That's beautiful.
Nautilus
right
with the
Can I
big
get a high
hook under
five
the
for that?
tower.
Yeah,
and then
Vayne
the ultimate
most likely
coming
going
up
to
on
go
the
down
Vayne.
here. All right, Vayne did go
Oh.
down here. Karma escaping, getting out of that in here. So they're doing exactly what they need to do. They're taking this Vayne out of the equation. Actually, Vayne is still doing pretty good in the farm game. Doesn't have a full completed item yet, but I think we actually might be seeing shield ball for her. So you're going to lose some of that damage, but you're going to get that tankiness that you need for the survivability, even if this Nautilus ult gets onto you or an Orianna ult or something along those lines.
Wow,
So
doing significant damage to
to little Nautilus over there.
oh yeah, to the support.
That's it. So the
He's gonna travel
Dragon's
back a
about
little
to
bit. Jarvan's
spawn
here.
up here. So Macro Gaming, as of right now, has priority for it. We'll see if
Karma gets
Cabbage can get a collapse
Oh, yeah.
on this and make something happen.
Karma gets her item there.
Yeah, Macro Academy forcing the Dragon, but Cabbage Collective coming in with ultimates. Ari coming in, getting Jin. Nautilus
This is a
going
great
down
play.
as well.
Catch him,
Flash is
might
going down
escape.
by Orianna. And stolen the
They're gonna let her
Dragon.
escape.
Macro Academy, maybe a bit rambunctious there on, you know, just starting that Dragon without
Yeah,
any vision.
I think they saw that one going a little different. They know they killed Vayne, but I think the timing on the Dragon wasn't exactly what they thought it was. They thought they'd be able to get it before she's able to rotate over and get over there. So huge play by Cabbage over
Amazing,
there.
amazing
Huge play.
Huge play.
Did absolutely everything right. And
The Rift is good to go down. on tower.
taking the mid
Taking
lane,
tower.
Trundle taking in some damage over here, but
Oh yeah.
not able to get picked off.
Blob basically looking like he has no scratch. He does not have mana. Let's see the recall, most likely. Tower might go down. It won't, but it almost did. Not really.
Yeah, just living with one plate.
Yep.
Macro Academy trying to force Cabbage Collective out of their jungle.
That's gonna
Jarvan
play.
getting
Jarvan, will he escape? You know, he does not have his flash.
Yeah, it's just
see what happens.
beat the man down a lot.
Ooh.
He's just surviving, but
How does he?
where's he
gonna-
gonna
he's
go
gonna
from
split
here?
them off,
Let's see if
and
he can
he's
get
gonna
his
go back.
cooldowns
Is he
back
going
up and to
back?
get out of here, but
Oh,
we
looking
missed
like
the
he's gonna
cue.
go down.
he stopped.
He's
That
gonna
was
go
very
down.
unfortunate. That's a huge
No.
shutdown going over to the hacker.
Wow.
It looks so good.
What kill streak was he on?
It looks
Can we
so
get that?
good. He was on a 4 killing streak.
Wow.
But finally, that puts to the end. Wow, that's sad.
It's tough getting chased down by Nautilus and Hecarim. That's CC forever.
Another
Oh,
little
huge Ori
team-
ultimate going down.
Wow.
Nautilus going
Team
down now.
skirmish going down.
Vayne on the chase.
Won't go down, but almost will. Tower.
Cabbage Collective.
turret's gonna go
Silas
down.
still going in against two members of Macro Academy, instantly
Sheik.
killing
Yeah.
Hecarim.
Wow.
Silas looking like a huge threat. Going
don't
in
know.
again on Trundle.
Trundle
What a
is-
pick.
is-
Jin ulti
Oh,
going down.
man.
Orianna securing the Vayne kill. Kills back and forth here. This is an action-packed.
Yeah, this
Trundle's a
absolutely
tanky boy
is a
with
little
his ult,
action-packed, fun thing that we get to see in here. Silas might have been playing a little
Sub
too
might go
aggressive.
down. Sub will use.
Possibly could go
use
down. He's got the karma here to stop it, and they're just gonna back off on that one. I mean, the Jin ult earlier on the Vayne was able to minimize her and put her in a tough spot right there. Orianna able to just walk up and ball her for the kill. Blobfish splitting down bot lane the whole time. Able to get some stuff. Might be able to get the second tier tower depending on how fast
We'll see.
Macro is able to rotate over here, but looks like that's not going down, and Blob's gonna have to walk right out.
He is.
Yeah,
And,
kills are looking close, but the gold differential almost at 6K for Cabbage Collective. It's not looking good now for
It's
Macro
not.
Gaming.
No.
No, and
Macro.
from what we saw last game, it was the mid laners that were really the dominant force that we kind of see it. I know bot lane was still doing an excellent job, but
Gwen.
in terms of Gwen, yes, absolutely. of what we were seeing. I mean, they were the ones where all the kills, you know what I mean? It's kind of switched this game. Now this game is the junglers have been really getting all the kills in here.
Jarvan is
Blob
going
possibly
Huge
gonna go down.
engages going back and
right in the
forth.
middle of them.
Orianna
Team
missed
thought
a
that was gonna
crucial
left
ultimate. Missed a crucial ultimate. Not only is he going to be
he's
able to
gonna
get
go-
picked out over
Bob's
here by the
gonna go down.
Vayne. That is horrible for Macro.
Awful.
Horrible.
Awful. Where'd they go?
Yeah, bad timing there. A
Where do-
lot of mobility from the Hecarim. Everyone just getting out of that Jarvan ulti.
Where do they go, man? Because
Having
you know,
to
at
walk
the beginning,
out.
I don't know. At the beginning, listen, they had some good luck, or you know, they were outplaying them, and Cabbage really recovered really well. Almost at a 10k gold differential, which you just saw in that huge team fight.
The problem is pushing for Cabbage Gaming. I mean, you're winning all these fights, you're getting all this stuff down. I think it's relatively hard to push into just an Orianna by yourself. And this team cup, I think that's not an easy task to get done. I mean, it's you take that one step forward too much, and there goes somebody with the amount of engage that they have. So Cabbage is going to start doing exactly what they're doing right here. They're winning all their fights in the jungle, in objectives, and anything like that. Their macro, I think, is not playing the comp of how it's supposed to be. I think what you should be doing is either leading in with this huge Orianna ult to get him in a spot and follow up the rest at that point.
Okay.
You don't want to blow too much on just one person, but you want to do a lot.
Hecarim looking like he's getting caught in the
Another
river.
little
That's
team.
gonna be
I don't
heavy
even know what that
trouble for him.
was. I'm gonna be real with you. I have no idea what that was. That was
doing a ridiculous amount of damage here. It's over.
It's
over.
good.
Look at this. Look at this.
no.
This
That
is
was
massacre. This is
that
awful
was
to watch.
absolutely
Wow.
that was absolutely dreadful.
Oh yeah.
By the Hecarim, he just walked. He didn't even do anything. He didn't.
Garwood
He didn't do anything. He just walked into them.
He just started auto attack.
He
Like,
saw.
what?
He saw the vision that they had on everybody, and he just was like running at the Karma, just
Why?
walking right at
Why
her.
would you do that, guy?
Gets picked out. That's huge. I mean,
Okay.
you're one of the biggest people on the team right there.
In the server.
You were.
And
You're
you-
forced in the hand, pretty bad.
pretty horribly. Yep. Cabbage is gonna get the Baron. You saw this last game. Not a very successful Baron push, but I don't know, man. They're getting Dragon and Baron. They're stacking it just like they did last game. But maybe we'll see a little bit more successful push. Macro advancing a little bit. Maybe wanting to seal that, but just not get the opportunity at all. You know, Garwood Gaming in chat is even going so far as to comment on the size of Blob. He's a
Yeah.
big one.
There it is. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a ball
Cabbage
play.
doing what they're doing best is getting this stuff done. I mean, they have huge gold lead, just like it's almost a repeat of last time. It's pretty close. Take the two turrets top lane, take them. They're gone right off the bat. It's happened back-to-back games. So you know that's what the strategy is. Their strategy is clearly, although they do have great laners in here, I actually think everybody in Cabbage is extremely well-rounded. But it seems like the person that peaks a lot is this Substance, the top laner for
Top
Cabbage.
lane is
I think he's able to pull enough. He's almost like a magnet on anybody that he plays.
Oh, sure.
He is able to draw in so many players that
needs attention.
it frees up the map for all of Cabbage. And Cabbage is so good at getting objectives. They're so good at figuring out what do we want to do. We know 2-3 people are showing up top lane. We know he's pushed all the way up here. And this is where they're winning. And until a team figures out how to stop that, they're going to keep winning.
They're not. Yeah. Yep. Sub. These last few games have been amazing challenges for him. And you know, you're right. He's like a magnet. You know, he requires a lot more than one player to deal with him. Maybe if you have, you know.
Yeah, and this is the classic 1-3-1 right here, where you just take the entire base from all
All of
three
it.
directions.
What is-
And a huge fight bringing out into the mid lane. Vayne almost
not-
going down, but able to get away. over here kiting the Trundle. Nothing that they can do. Ari looking to try to pick up another kill, but nothing happening. That's
down.
4 people still alive over there. Boom.
Tetra goes down as well.
Orianna going out. Nautilus going back in. He's going to go down. This is going to be an end for Macro Gaming and a victory for Cabbage right here.
They've got the Baron. They've got the Baron minions. Everything. Are they going to go for a next? No.
So that's it. So what Macro Gaming was so good at staying alive even when behind, for whatever reason, was not able to do this in any such way with this team comp. Everything that really saw out of them was almost early game in that situation. The second it started hitting the 12-minute mark, they were falling behind bad.
You know what?
And it was a steamroll from
you know
there.
What, Chase? I think you're the bad luck charm for Macro.
Think so?
I think so. As soon as you came back, man.
That's it. Yeah, they started losing it. That's right. I should have just stayed away. I could have helped them out right there.
If you should have gone to Pat. You should have got the lobster.
I should have. I wish I helped him. I wish that lobster. I hope that lobster's okay. Pat, if you're out there,
we're so sorry.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, a bit better of a start for Macro Gaming, but in the end, it didn't matter. The same result. Cabbage Collective with the stomp. 2 games in a row.
That's it. And if we got to dedicate an MVP of this week, I think it's the Cabbage's top laner, Substance. I mean, he's great.
That was an amazing show.
He pulled so much pressure in here. Blob did a great job, I think, too, as well. He showed that he's very dominant in the mid lane. I think Tetra, that first game, did an excellent job to match everything that Blob was doing. Wasn't able to hold it there, and the second match, not sure if it's a champion he's extremely comfortable on or they wanted to pick it because of the team comp, but you can tell there was a little difference in his play style.
Oh, yeah. That's aggressive.
Yeah, but
pokey, yeah.
No, the Cabbage is a force to be reckoned with.
Cabbage.
Yeah.
Cabbage here, you saw it. You saw the confidence coming from Blobfish, who we got the pleasure to talk to. He said, yep, quick 2-0. We don't want to drop another game this series, and they're looking like they're serious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really good draft coming from Cabbage Collective. I especially like what's coming out of the top laning. We saw Gwen, amazing counter to Volibear. We saw Silas, a good pick into Trundle. Really smart drafting overall, and really good games by Cabbage Collective.
Oh yeah. Seriously, I mean, they make it look easy. We know Macro Gaming is also a talented team, and Cabbage makes it look easy. That might be not the case for some other teams that go up against Macro, but I think Tetra is going to be huge for them. I really do, and I'm looking forward to see more games between these guys.
Oh, I agree, 100%. Macro needs to. They need to. I don't know if they play them again. I'm sure that they're gonna want their revenge because from past showings, I'm sure they're not happy with this loss. I'm sure they're gonna want to regroup, rethink this, and come at it from a new angle. Until that happens, though.
I agree. So, Derek, we heard some stuff. Macro Gaming, they launch a lot of bots. They do everything. You think they learned something from what we saw? And here they'll be able to figure out what went wrong, and they'll be able to change their play styles.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. I mean, we saw some good things. I really like the Vex pick mid. We saw even though Cabbage Collective wiped their whole team, they were still unable to really push that first game. The Vex defending the base is really strong, and she was picking up kills left, right, and center. She just needed one other person that was strong, really, and I think the game could have gone the other way. And then the second game, Orianna not looking too good, but to be honest, that was just a crazy game. We had some really early ganks by Jarvan, which should have been expected, maybe catching her off guard, and that's all it really takes at this level.
Blob, just then, he's gonna be here. Wow.
There he is.
Good timing, Blob.
The knight in shining armor right
Look
here.
Look at him. Ugh.
That was a good game too, but yeah.
Well, Blob, you did exactly what you said. And how surprised were you when you didn't get the Ari ban going into the second game?
That was fantastic.
We was expecting an Ari or a Vex ban, and it just didn't happen. Orianna's it's just, I am giving you this lane against Ari. It just sits there and farms, really. Even if I go down from a Hecarim gank early, I can just rotate and direct pressure elsewhere. So I don't know. The Ari leave it.
Yeah, you're right. And the impressive part is you can do that and miss 97% of your charms. So that's
Yeah.
what I think's even more impressive, to be real with you.
You know, you don't need to hit charm if you just kill him.
That's true. That's actually
If he's dead,
very
there's nothing
true.
to- yeah, no.
Yeah, it's the power of that new RE rework, you know.
Plus,
Ari is
the other thing is you just go Everfrost, bait him with the charm, and then root him with the Everfrost.
That's it. Right.
Yeah, Ari right now, just with Everfrost and Charm, is absolutely obnoxious with the amount of lockdown it has.
Yo, that's
Oh,
our
yeah.
problem. That's
Oh, yeah.
substantiate here with us.
So Blob, thanks for joining us again. I want to say my play of the game or play of the match for sure was your counter gank going bot lane, catching the volley bear with his pants down, making sure your Jinx got ahead, and that was
game
the start
one?
of, the game one. That was the start of a really good game by you guys.
We got really hype after that
Yeah.
run.
Oh yeah, me too.
yeah.
That was a huge
We
moment.
just got the ball rolling on that.
Yeah,
It's
I
up
think
to
that was
here right
honestly
now,
what
yeah.
turned the game around in our favor, because although I was able to get a lot of pressure top, if we don't have a winning the rest of the map, it becomes a lot more difficult for us to get as many objectives as we did off of the ganks.
Yeah.
So that play was really, really important for getting the Jinx ahead.
Yeah, we saw
Yeah.
Jinx really far ahead, looking like she was end game before her mythic, like we said. And then the second game, you know, a bit rougher of a start, I think, for you guys, but in the end, the same result. Talk about what it takes to, you know, maybe start the game from behind, but then quickly turn the tides.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, Hecarim earlier is just really abusive, and I didn't respect it enough when I died. But we just had to basically get his sums. He was pressing Ghost off cooldown, so we get that, and then he hasn't really got away into the fight. And then we just play around the map. Like, if they're going top, we'll go on bot and draw pressure or whatever. We just controlled all the objectives, and they couldn't really get in.
That's true.
Yeah, we saw you guys with amazing vision control, controlling the entire jungle, counter jungling. Do you guys have a system you follow, or do you guys kind of just play naturally when it comes to, you know, pushing into the jungle like that?
We generally play really heavily around lane priority and macro, like we're constantly communicating our wave states and trying to figure out when we can come to fights and when we can't. It's just good teamwork in my opinion, as well as knowledge of matchups and what our champions can do in those situations.
Yeah, congratulations on the epic win tonight. It was a great showing by you guys. Back to you, Chase.
Fantastic. I mean, Sub, I'm glad to have you in here. So, what's the thought process? Buy an item, go into top lane, shove it as hard as you can until you die, then buy an item and repeat the process. I mean, how do you successfully be able to take 2 turrets every game and hold these people to an inhibitor tower,
Especially
to
with
the
the
point
Trundle
where they
pick.
can't do anything?
Especially with the Trundle pick second game.
He just dipped from cool, so he can't answer.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Well,
that's it.
he's gonna take the MVP trophy and then leave. Huh?
That's it. Yeah,
All
that's,
right.
that's
But-
all.
He's just soaking the pressure. Even if he's not like getting a kill. Oh, he's back. Here he is. I'll let him speak.
Yeah, sorry, my internet died for a little bit.
That's it. Hey, it
That's
happens.
all right.
It happened.
It happens to everyone except us. Because it happens to us. But
So, did you hear any of the question or?
No, I did not. I apologize.
Okay, so I was saying, so what's the process here? You buy an item, you push top lane until you die, then you go back and buy an item and push top lane until you die, and then you buy an item. Is that really what it is? And you just say,
No. So the actual game plan for that game was, in game 1 we were gonna play something late game scaling, play a little bit safer. Game 2 we're gonna bait the Trundle pick so I could get the Silas matchup. And after that, it's just I have an extremely strong champion based on their ultimate, so I can play extremely safe and just wait until I have either wards up or vision of the rest of the map. I don't need to take as many risks as I did with the Gwen matchup. It's
That's
much
true.
safer overall, it feels.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you're very, very comfortable with the Silas. I mean, we saw a lot in like the top side jungle where, you know, there'd be 3 of them and you're just running at them, and nobody even turns. They just keep running.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, at that point you got some power, and
you're drawing a lot of
you
attention.
got the game on top of it.
Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah.
At that point, it's not about my death doesn't really matter, because if I die, they take a ton of structures and a
Yeah,
ton of
totality.
objectives, and the game basically ends because their team will die for my death. It's too costly for them to take that option, so I want to force them into taking those bad trades just to kill me, kind of
Yeah.
like with the Gwyn pin.
Yeah. It's a lose-lose for them, it really is, because either you continue to push the top lane, continue to just beat whoever's there, or, you know, they gotta gang up on you, they gotta gank, and they gotta give up conditions, they gotta give up structures. right? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. I mean, you're on cloud 9 right now, but what happens if someone picks a Tryndamere or a Yorick against you? What are you supposed to do?
What do you do?
With the Tryndamere matchup, I can play tanks pretty comfortably. I know that Urgot does very well in the Tryndamere. I should have enough champion options for anything that they can really throw as long as I get second pick. And if not, I can always just relax on an Ornn or something and just scale super well.
We'll just beat them elsewhere on the map. So.
Yeah, so there is no counterplay from that, from what I'm hearing.
I have the same question for Blobfish. Expecting the same answer. What happens if they ban Area? That happens. Where you
I mean,
game 2.
I played it just because it's strong and it was open. Like, my pool isn't just stuck to Ari. Like the first series, I played 3 different champs. I've got more as well.
Well, yeah, no, for sure, yeah.
I know. I'm not worried if they ban Ari. It's just if they give it to me, I might as well abuse it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Were you surprised? Yeah. Were you surprised they didn't ban him game 2? I was like.
Yeah. We thought that or Vex was being taken away, but if they're gonna give it, the comp looked good enough to play it. So.
Yeah.
I had a few other options as well, but we just went back to what worked. So.
And that's it. I mean, you guys are a team that when you get ahead, it's hard for any team to find an avenue to stop you. Is who's making the shot calls on the team?
It's mostly on jungler, but everyone has a bit of input here and there.
Okay. Well, he's doing a fantastic job. Seriously. I mean, getting essentially every objective across the board everywhere. So, fantastic job to him.
Yeah. Hey, Blob.
Yeah, great.
Sorry. Good.
Oh, I was gonna say great game by you guys. We saw amazing drafts. We were complimenting your team comps, and it looks like there's a lot more thought behind them than I first thought. You actually fooled us with the Sylas. We thought it was going mid, and then last second you guys picked the Ari again. Yeah, I just want to compliment you guys. Great series there. It was fun to watch. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
It was a very fun series to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your opinion on the the Discord? But there's a new meme in the Discord. What's that?
I haven't seen that.
Look at that boy. Look at that. That's
wow. That's interesting.
That's definitely a family friendly.
Was that Demon that made that? I mean,
no idea.
That's pretty good.
It's an anonymous boy.
Is that even a pic? Is that like was that taken with a camera or was that drone?
I think
That was live. That was live from tonight.
I think that was with the Etcher
yeah.
sketch.
Actually, oh wow.
Yeah.
I would never have guessed.
I mean, it's there. It represents what happened in the games. So.
Yeah, this was just a screenshot from game 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. I like that. I like that. Well, you keep doing a good job. It's gonna keep pumping out content like that. So don't let us down, Blob.
We won't. We'll keep it going throughout the whole tourney. So
That's what I like to hear. That's
Yeah,
it. But no.
Blob and Substantiate, definitely the MVPs of that series. Fun game to watch for you guys.
Oh, sure.
Very powerful across the rift, that's for sure.
Yeah, I definitely want to give a lot of credit to Nick, the Cold Dream as well, because he is what enabled us to really make the plays that we were able to do. Just because he's so objective and jungle camp focused, it really enabled us to be able to make the plays that we wanted to, and he was always there getting our backs when we needed jungle to help out.
Yeah, amazing teamwork by you guys.
Oh yeah, seriously, you guys are a fantastic team, and it proves it in this matchup this week.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be excited to see if anyone can take you guys down in the Swag Life series. Can they remain undefeated, or will it be quick 2-0s the whole way through? We'll never know.
Yeah.
that's what we're hoping. 2-0.
Let's see it. I'm hoping we get like some 2-1s or something like that first.
Ooh.
That would be good.
That'd be
right?
that'd be
I think
more
those are
fun.
the most fun types of games.
They are.
The
Yeah.
closer one for sure. Yeah.
Well, I can already predict what's going to happen to you guys. One, you're going to get backdoored one of these games and lose a series, and then it's going to just take the mental away from you guys. You guys will never be the same.
Listen, he's a predictor. He's the guy. He's I don't know what to say. I mean,
We'll make sure to ban Tryndamere every game.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Great game, guys. Really, really amazing playing.
Yeah, GG's. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for
Yeah,
having me.
thank you. And keep being awesome out there.
Yeah, shout out to them. They played out of their minds.
They did.
Yeah, those two, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
I completely lost what I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, it happens. It happens. So, I mean, that wraps up the week. I think it was a great matchup. A fantastic recap. Got some nice interviews with everybody. So, I'm glad that it happened. Tomorrow, we're actually having some other two great teams in here. The Dark Side Knights versus Mithril Black.
That's crazy. Look at those logos.
That is.
Mwah.
That is pretty nice. So we'll have to get your prediction. Right? That's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah,
It's like Sailor Moon.
Yeah, that or like a Pokemon type thing. So, but we'll have to get your predictions in here. Who do you think's gonna take it? I mean, we've seen some good plays out of both of those.
Oh yeah.
I think that one's up in the air. I don't really see any absolute clear winner.
No. I think it depends on the draft for sure.
It's any man's game.
It's gonna
Yeah, the Swag Life Series any men's game. It's an exciting time. I love these best of threes. You know, even if it's 2-0, you get to see what's consistent, see the playbook, actually get to know some of these players. It's something just amazing for League of Legends.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I'm always happy to do this with you, Derek. It's a nice time. I look forward to it every week.
Oh yeah.
It's been a pleasure. This is now the highlight of my week. It's an amazing time.
Oh yeah, it's the highlight of mine too. This is the highlight of mine. It's right on the calendar every day, every Thursday. So it's kind of nice.
It's fun times.
Oh yeah.
It is.
For sure.
It is. So I mean, next time I see you, we'll have to talk a little bit about how Elden Ring is. So I haven't got to play it yet. I'm sure you're excited to play it. So.
Oh, you'll hear from me tomorrow. I'm gonna play all night, definitely.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Nice casting with you guys, Chase and Ty. Thanks for joining us tonight. It was fun games. We got to see Cabbage Collective go on a bit of a heater. It was awesome.
They dominated. You know, there was a little bit of a stretch in the second game, but overall, super strong win. They're feeling good. They dropped a game a little while back, but they're back in it, and I don't see any team stopping them. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let's see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you. Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, GG's.
GG's.
Yeah.